time
In
to...
progress.
Okay. So this is a Ministry of Remedy hearing for 3035 and 1160. And really we're just trying to sort out about how some of the documents have ended up being added to. So the evidence that I've seen is that there has been a use of legalese added to the documents, and we're just trying to establish why that would happen and who's responsible for it, really, due to all of the damage and harm that doing these kind of things has caused us in other areas where this has been done. So obviously we don't want to be causing people liabilities by mixing these jurisdictions on any of the documents and sticking anything on there that might then incriminate all of us just by somebody trying to, whether it's using AI or for some reason. So let's get to the root of the problems. So there's been a claim made by you, 3035. Do you want to go ahead with it?
I just received the link, so I am now calling everyone, sending the message that join immediately. The meeting is on.
Okay, it's not really relevant whether we've got everybody. This is recorded, so anybody. I mean, obviously, if you want to call people as witnesses, that's one thing. But I don't believe that we have to wait for an audience for this.
No problem. No issue.
Okay.
Don't call anyone then.
Okay, so no, you could by all means call them, but we're not waiting for them to come in, and then we haven't got a problem with people saying that people aren't getting let in out of the waiting room. The reason why we had to do it in the way that we did it is because every time we give notice on these Zoom links, we get blocked. So we can only do it at 24 hours notice, and it's most people have got their phones with them, and even if it's just to say, look, can't do it now like you did the other day, but I can do it later, it's fine. So here we are. Can you let me know why I'm here?
Okay, so 3035 is starting now. Many of the minister MON. Many of the minister MON means I'll say from 22304, 2078, 77870. Everyone contacted 3035 regarding the communication gap with 1160. He's abusive languages, and he's asking for the return on investment when he was in Bangalore resort, and not going to help in any exemplification unless 1160 is being provided the slave tokens retrospectively from the assignment of consent. And whatever am I saying, point by point, I have very proof of them with the people's shots or email shots or everything. And I told them that why are you sending me? Why are you not talking directly to 1160? But they said that if we're going to talk to 1160 directly, he starts abusing language and he starts literally giving very filthy, and that's I am also witness that he does use filthy language even when the females are around and everything, and it so there are no words for it. Number one. Number two,
Wait. We have to have some words for it. We can't do this with upon the word that there are no words for it.
Okay, I will say motherfucker is a very small word. He uses your ass, putting the in the Punjabi dialect is means. I have, that 010, you made me practice saying fuck you. I was not even able to say fuck you. And but when he says all this languages that putting that in the ass and this, that continuously for 30 minutes or 40 minutes in the Zoom meeting, that becomes too much. Number one. That
Can
is
we
what,
get to the points? What are we discussing?
Well, hey, hang on. Like, what? You get a turn in a minute.
yeah, that's the point. Number two, for any exemplification, he actually, 1160 told 3035 clearly not to do any physical standing surety because paperwork is suffice. With the paperwork, many exemplifications got failed. Many exemplifications. And paperwork didn't work. So
Sorry, that it just broke up there. So you said that. So we've got a standing surety. This is the next one.
yeah,
And when you said something about the paperwork is suffice.
yes.
Oh, okay. What?
No, she said that the paperwork doesn't work.
Only
The,
paperwork.
right.
With the paperwork, we need standing surety as well. Paperwork and standing surety in combination, it works. But because with only paperwork, there are so many exemplification. The mortgage exemplification. Recently, one exemplification 11686 contacted me that I am trying to reach 1160, but he is not reachable. And 1160 clearly told other MONs in their vicinity that no one is doing the physical standing surety, not needed. So he was only by himself, and the terrorist controlled him, and the exemplification got failed. 2 days back, he said, "Please, can you be my standing surety?" And I said, "Your number, you are with 1160. How can I do that?" Well, 1160 is not reachable, and I have sent information to 010 as well, but I didn't get any answer. 010, I am disclosing to you, and because I can't lie to myself, that I did that paperwork again 2 days back. Uh, the policy enforcers and everyone, and no one came to his dwelling. No one.
Right. So just get to that bit, right? So when you said you redid the paperwork.
Not redid the paperwork. I sent you those paperwork also,
Yeah.
because I always receive to kindness credits, and it got successful.
Yeah,
Because
but you don't. What I don't think you're actually seeing this. But carry on. I'm just making
yes.
some notes.
Oh, but I said that do not even underestimate this terrorist system, because they will come back to you. You should make sure that your standing, your grounding is very impeccable. And he said, 11686, they said that 3035, what you told in 6 minutes to me about the name, about the date of birth, about the address, why it is a lien, why it is this one. For last 6 months, I am trying to reach 1160. I'm not able to. And it is not only
Okay,
1168.
I'm sorry. I can't listen to this fucking
Yeah. Well,
bullshit
wait.
anymore.
You
And
got.
this
Hang
is
on a second. Wait.
okay. I'll get my chance.
Yeah. Well, just put yourself on mute a sec.
Okay, so that is 11686. Not only 11686. I don't know what happened. I don't remember the number. I think 11674 or something. Legal fiction Mohit. His father called me that 1160 is not reachable. I said, "See, don't come to me. I am not your grievance cell. I can't help you out. Don't do that to me." And
Why can't you help them out?
because when I try to help them out, literally 1160, when he screams and when he go, we have to face his wrath. Not able to. Can't.
Say that again.
We have to face his wrath. WRATH.
I say that. Sorry.
He gets angry. He screams.
Oh, it's wrath.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Can't do that. So I just want to do everything peacefully. 3035 want to do with love. I talk with the magistrate, I talk with the judges, I talk with the policy enforcers, I talk with the SHO, but I talk in such a peaceful way, things gets work out. Many of the times, till today, by God's grace, by universe grace, by creator's grace, okay, things does work out. Okay.
Right.
Lekin what can, when actually, so 6 of the 116 number, he gave the exemplification number 15 days back. All the 5 of them or 6 of them came in a group meeting and told that how come we can do more exemplification like you are doing in a team. I say, you are with 116. Then he said, legal fiction name Lalit, I don't remember his number. He is an advocate, nice advocate by heart. He is with 1160. There was
He's
one,
nice what?
he is a means nice advocate, want to do for you for means he's good at heart. He is advocate, but he's good at heart. But he is with 1160. When he
You're talking about 11674, is it?
maybe 116, I don't remember the number.
You don't even know what you're talking about.
His
Any case,
legal-
carry on. Carry on.
Okay, so he actually joined 1160. I said, but you did in a advocate way to get the bail out of one of the minister MOR. How come you did that? And you know that you did it deliberately? He said, no, I did not do deliberately. I was told immediately to go to the non-geographical area of the Ahmedabad and do the stand security, and 1160 is sending some paperwork to me. He never sent those paperwork. Then ultimately I had no option left because I was very new to ULCT. I was not knowing how ULCT works. Ultimately, yes, unknowingly it was a joinder. I did the bail out, but even after that, we did not get chance from 1160 to get comprehension, a little bit guidance that how ULCT is working, how you are alignment with the legal thing, how you are uphold lawfully, what is your standing, what is your status. So can you actually tell us something? I say you are welcome to join. I have no issue. But when it comes to the standing security, I need direction from 010 so that 1160 later on doesn't tell me that 3035 is actually trying to. He even tells that I have done everything and 3035 is taking the credit. I don't need credit. I have got such a beautiful thing, ULCT. I don't need anything in my life.
Right.
That's it. Right now, that's it. I don't have anything in my mind. There are lots of stuff going on from 6 to 7 months. Filthy talk on Facebook, filthy things on Facebook, putting fingers on each other. And I don't get angry, but I do get frustrated. I do get, and every time I'm writing the message, 1160, love and peace. Then he makes the fun of the love and peace.
Right. Okay. So you said something about deliberately. You used the word deliberately.
I put directly for that guy who was sent for as a minister MON standing security. I asked him, why did you actually make him bail out by doing the legal way? Did you do it deliberately? And he said no.
Who got bail?
There was one person, I won't say one living being, who was doing the standing exemplification for electricity.
Right. So somebody had done the assignment of consent and done the electricity.
Yes.
And then they got arrested.
Then he got, yes.
How can they do that without them if they haven't got a Minister MON number?
Yes.
What is their Minister MON number?
That 1160 knows. 1160 has given him. I just know all the information. And if you want, actually, I have to find out all the screenshots and I will send to you.
So is that, can I just check it, that are we talking about the same thing here? Do you recognize this incident 1160, that you can provide a number? Is this the 11674 you just said?
Yes.
No, 11674 was the one helping out this MON. I'll just give you the number as well.
Okay, so it isn't just
No, I know what she's talking about, but
okay.
what she fails to tell you is the part that he was on their Telegram group before he came to me after getting sick of what they were doing and giving them absolutely no information. And he did everything before that through the common law way.
Right, so let me just, there's a Telegram group, which is
There's many.
Right, but there's the Telegram group that you're involved with, 3035. Are you in there, 1160?
No,
Why?
I refuse to go on there. Because I don't want to go on to Telegram. I called everyone to the Zoom room, but nobody wants to come. I've been asking them to come for 3 years.
Okay,
And 3035 has been noticed about that, but she doesn't want to.
Right, 3035, you have, or I will admit that you all have been left out on a limb by both of us, and that has been deliberately done, I have to say, first of all. So if just for your own mind, if you get a bit of paper or a book, if you got your ledger book or whatever, put some boxes in this. We could not have succeeded in doing what we've done in the last kind of 26 moons if we kept coming and disclosing everything to everybody, and even disclosing that was impossible for us to do without giving the people who had done these certain things to our devices, to our emails, using the evidence that we were giving to you to already have the courts set up based on what it was that I was saying. And we've only just really been able to have this now, and the universe has stopped us doing this remedy till now to disclose all of this to you. And we had to wait for this massive piece of information that we never knew existed, but we knew that there was something that was why we were getting blocked. So either we carried on regardless and carried on coming into these already known to be hijacked facilities, even Zoom, whether it was Telegram, whether it was Facebook, whatever it was, the information that we were giving out was being taken by people who were working for the state, and they used it to unlawfully incarcerate us all with it. That is what the charge that ULCT has been used to make. So what they've tried to get us all to do is to acknowledge their system. And that's why there's been silence. We've been sat behind doors in prisons, not communicating with anybody. So there will be a clash of minds when some people have sat behind those doors and seen it firsthand, compared to what it is that they would have preferred us to do, which is to run around, chase the document, change the documents, acknowledge their system. We couldn't even acknowledge bail. We couldn't acknowledge charge. We couldn't acknowledge the name. We couldn't acknowledge any of it at all. And by doing that for such a period of time, it's dissolved. Except in places where people have gone and felt like there was something more that needed to be done, and that is always and will be the problem. If we can't do the zero part, we're adding to the administration of universal law. We're not holding a space open to honestly say, look, we don't know. Universe, show me what it is that I need to see. I'm just going to do zero. I'm not going to think about what it is that I've been indoctrinated with by anything at all. And I'm holding space for you to tell me and show me something that I don't know using the words that I haven't even got. And so I get that you have felt like you've been out on a limb. There's also this like you said about these words that we've been taught that to find offensive, there's still all of that going on. And that's, you know, when somebody is completely rid themselves of all indoctrination, they use all and every word with you know, in place of adjectives or verbs, and it is, like we said before, kind of, what do they call that, where the saturation, where, you know, somebody's scared of spiders, so you tell them to visualize them, and it is to break down all of these things. It doesn't mean that you have to be okay with it. If you've got that choice, haven't you? But when you start to realize that I'm only not okay with these words because of the connotations that I've allowed to myself to be indoctrinated with the definitions of, then it's all about so far all I can hear is the words have got in the way. And when 1160, because I know what 1160 has gone through, because I've shared that personally by doing the same thing, there is something in you that all of the barriers are broken down. A man or a woman or a living, breathing being couldn't go in there and do those things. And nobody really should still be having to go in there and do those things. And it's only because these people who haven't done these things yet are looking for somebody else to do it for them. And so that was the whole point, that those people who were prepared to do the behind the door with knowing what was coming accepted to do that. But and so they knew to a certain degree what they were going to be faced with when they got in there, and they still did it. But it doesn't mean that these other people who think that, you're right, it is the paperwork is supposed to record the deed that has been done, but if people are looking for the people to stand surety to them, then they're still in the administration part of it, where they're looking for somebody else to do what it is that needs to be discharged by that individual. So we tried to take as much and as many liabilities from everybody as we possibly could. And so that when we were behind the door, it counted for 22 million people's liabilities. But what was going on? Well, the people who are on the outside, they're still in the mindset that there's something else that needs to be done, and it's the ego. So you've got people who've stripped away their ego to go sit behind the door and say, okay, call me whatever you want and charge me with whatever you like, using all of these people's names that we've said that we have got, that we will hold and discharge the charges of. That's what that deed says. If we didn't know which one out of all of these millions of MBNs was going to be the few that did actually have to go in there and rebut what turns out to be 10 lots of 10 lots of 10 lots of 10 for 22 million different accounts and more. But what I'm saying is that then the people who were not able to continue that for a prolonged period of time, they're running then for the bail. They were wanting us to do that. So if you've got a minister MFN, so here I come, I'm laying the claim to have the right of use of the title minister MFN, and I'm going in and I'm going to do these things, do these steps, and then they're gonna arrest me, and then I'm gonna go, oh my God, get me a lawyer. They've returned you. They've returned a minister. And they came to me to ask me in part of the way through that we're going to change all of the charges to the name that I like to use. I couldn't do that. I couldn't give, in exchange for some food that I might be able to eat without being ill, or a phone call, or anything. A phone call, some clean clothes, a shower, whatever. I know that I'm gonna give away 22 million people's implied consent and everything that there has been implied to be represented behind that. I couldn't do that. I couldn't exchange a dirty GMO salad or a phone call to somebody for that, because I know, and that's why it was us. It was these various MOVs that did these things to whatever degree they did. So if I've got a minister that comes along and he says, right, okay, I'm going to give you 28 days, and he's screaming, no, I want a lawyer, the system that consent, if you imagine it in a packet, what does that packet of consent represent? It only represents, you know, it'll cave, it'll be turned. It doesn't represent much at all, because under 28 days threat, it caves. So it in one way, it didn't really count what people were doing on the outside, but then what they've been doing is they've been using other people's adding to the administration of the law actions on the outside to try to, well, effectively kept the people inside longer, because it's like being thrown under the bus 22 million times. So I without you actually doing that, there's no way that anybody could comprehend the mindset that I can comprehend that is represented by Minister MON 1160. And you know, 1 to 8, various ones along the way, without me going and allowing the disclosing to the system which ones they need to pick off, because even if what we've proven is, even if we do that, and even if everybody goes on there and they say, oh, it's this one who's the voice that matches this individual is the one who set it all up, people have had no idea about how that information of the finger pointing and the disclosure has affected the people who they pointed the finger at. And so there is no need to stand surety to anybody else other than yourself, ever anyway. The idea that you could assign your consent to somebody else to stand surety to you was already dissolved in 2021 case with Winnie Williams. We've already established.
Hello. Hello.
Am I audible? Hello.
Yes.
You are audible. She's not.
Okay. Just making sure.
Did you hear any of that?
Not the last 2 minutes.
Really?
Yeah, just the last 2 minutes you cut off completely.
And you see, this is the point. So they can just intercept us and just cut the microphone
The
off.
last we heard was that nobody needs to stand surety to anybody else.
Yeah, so that was the part of the Winnie Williams case, that we already had that established, that nobody can stand surety to anybody else. It's gone off again. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. And
Right.
yes.
Okay. So what they've tried to get you to do, like I say, is to try to get you to acknowledge the system. So some of the documents that I have seen have included their definitions. And okay, we were using mercantile law, smashed that, used universal uniform commercial code, got them to smash that. The last thing that we need is somebody on the outside referring to any of their administrative shit, because that's what it is, as point of reference to say, well, we would never want to be released upon the conditions of an administrative system's definition, while we've been sat in there saying we're indefinable and I'm unalienable. You know, it's to the detriment of the people that we're trying to help. And I know, you know, that you would not want that to happen. And so my question is, why? What happened in your mind that made you think that, like for some of the others, go and use AI to write these documents when it was original stupidity that got us here? It wasn't anything.
Yes.
It wasn't good. It wasn't anything clever. It was just highlighting. All we did is hold up their framework and say, if I use this, is it valid? No, you're a criminal if you do this. What's this then? Oh, it's bill of exchange. Oh, you're criminals then. We've dissolved the House of Lords and through doing all of this. We've dissolved the whole hierarchy mechanism with the people using titles. They came and they said to me about being Minister MFN and we'll use the title. I said, well, I can't. The girls have been saying to me, can't be very good at what I do if I'm Minister in Universal Law, because what am I doing in here? And I said to them, well, maybe that's why I'm here, because that's where it needs ministering the most from. But I can't. And now we know the reason why all of this was the way that it was, which is why we picked these titles up in the first place and used them in these ways, was because they were being used to disguise unlawful deeds as civil acts and titles thereof. It was that we were supposed to have secured in our minds. So I'm stripping myself, as I strip myself of my titles, everybody else who's using them to hide behind in an attempt, which is what they're saying that these titles have now been used for, to obstruct the course of justice. Here I am, hit me with it. So who am I now? I'm just me. How do you spell it? Like it fucking sounds.
Is it just me? Anyone here?
Yeah, I kind of hear.
Yeah, same thing happened to it again. I think we'll just wait for it to come back.
It keeps doing it. So you see, I talk about this and talk about me, and I strip myself of the titles, because when I strip myself of the title, then every other individual who may be using the titles to prevent them from being treated equally with the law, then they had to be stripped of them too. So the one who was using Prince Andrew, for example, that was stripped from him. The people who were using the corporate titles to hide behind so that we couldn't get them for gross misconduct in a public office have had to come out and openly admit that they weren't subject to the conditions as for gross misconduct in the public office, because we were working for a private employer, proving everything that we said was true, that was a private or corporation, and these people were no longer your public servants. So why are you going in there and trying to demand fiduciary this and you're my trustee and blah blah blah? All had to go down the plug hole. So the usurping then has to come along, and so you have to accept that there are going to be a lot of people who have come on board and come for the reason to do exactly this that you're allowing to happen, which is the division between you both, And with I have not allowed it to happen. You know, people have said to me, well, why are you still having anything to do with these people? Well, these people are people who've said, well, she'll never speak to you again because you contracted. That's not true. That's somebody else's perception. And unless I can come, which I will make sure that I do, and I have now, because I've set my stall out that I won't accept anything else. I've come head to head with the people who are really dishing the dirt. And it's the people who are dishing the dirt. It keeps kicking me off. So I was saying that all the codes and all
The dirt, dishing the dirt.
The people that were dishing the dirt are the people who are responsible and rely on people like us going around then using ULCT logos and stepping back into mercantile law. And so I'm standing surety to you. Where do you get that from? I'm getting it from mercantile law. Or I thought you lot had discharged that and shattered the illusion that mercantile law was something that was appropriate or lawful. Well, no, we're just going to use a little bit over here, and we're just going to add a paragraph here, and we're going to refer to the Administrative Act and blah, blah, blah. What we have proven instead is that where they do use Article 33, I think it is, in the Civil Court Procedure Rules about the contract not having to have a contract, but we could hypothesize that there is one, is gone. We've got the judges now asking the claimants, where's the contract? In the same courts where we were in there screaming, the claimant hasn't got a contract, and they were throwing us out for asking, not 2 years ago. So the last thing that we want is for them to come along and do what we know that they've done over here and everywhere else that we've been, which is to try to infiltrate us. And this is the bit that would cut me off. They're trying to do the same thing to you guys there that they've done over here, and the people have said, well, why are you still having anything to do with these people? And because I know that they've been infiltrated. I know that they that they have had their doubt, the seed of doubt sown upon them with every Telegram group that they've been in, and them looking for these fake referrals that are now all over the news about how people have been writing their own reviews. All of that was done to highlight how invalid it is to one, think that you could be insured against the unknowable and the unknown, and two, that you would then run around trying to use some of that hypothesis to quickly fabricate yourself some kind of vessel to float upon and add to and sink yourself. And we can't let this tactic go unchecked, because it's shown the world over that we've got conflict just because of the words that we're using. So what's the name of your imaginary friend called? Well, I'm going to kill you for that then. I can't prove it. I can't prove that my imaginary friend has got a name at all. I can tell you what I call it, but I can't tell you that my imaginary friend is greater or less than yours. Or, and it's that. And you got this hearing here explains it. You've explained it. The word deliberately, or peaceful, bail, advocate, standing surety. Your mind's still in that. That adding to the administration of the law implied jurisdiction hypothesis that we're supposed to have done away with. And so the very last thing that they have got in their box, and the very first thing, is division, using words. And so I, for one, do not believe that anybody needs to be stood surety to anymore because of the surety that we've already stood and the conviction that we redefined. Minister, we redefined all of the words that they've been using, and we've made them restructured the framework, and that's what we set out to do. So the last thing that I'm sure the universe would want is to have us repeat this, the thing that we've said that we don't want to be part of. And you've come on here and said about peaceful and what about acceptance? We have to accept the me that's in the thing that we used to call you, and we accept it in all of its bits and bobs. Whether we want to have anything to do with it, that's one thing, but you can't say I don't want anything to do with this, but why won't that thing that I don't want anything to do with now not communicate with me? Because we're not on the same frequency, are we? We're not on the same bandwidth at that point. So the one thing that does concern me about all of this is that obviously people still using references to a system that we've spent all of this time saying has got no value to it. Now we've rebuilt and restored the framework of it with using universal law. There is some that we can reverse the charges, but we don't want to be reversing the charges upon ourselves as Minister of Events. Imagine the effect that will have on everything. We don't need trust. I trust the trust. It is not I trust the trust, something separate of me. It's the trust that I have in myself to be able to know when to open my mouth and when to shut up. That's it. The right to remain silent. Everybody needs to practice it. And the return to sender, the Minister of Event in the box and the return to sender, that was it. That's all you had to do. For however long it was that you needed to do it, nothing that you do apart from that is anything other than adding to the administration of the law. That's how the focused and simple it is. But people don't want to hear how focused, how simple it is. They want to go on the Telegram group and they want to take you back in, to suck you back in to situations where all of the data is already out there. When it was needed, it was there. It's like Nanny McPhee. And when you don't need it anymore, why would you still want it? There's no need for it. So if people are getting there, if people are still in the position where they're saying, right, okay, well, I'm making a stand, it's about your conviction. So, we've redefined the definition of minister. That somebody who will not be maneuvered, corrupted, coerced, for however long it is that you try to do it. That's somebody who's standing in their convictions with the intent of to do the right thing, to prevent a crime from being enacted. I just have to do this. And what is it? Nothing. You have to shut up. You have to sit there and you have to shut up and you have to stop your ego flying out your mouth and your monkey mind telling you that there is something that you, one, could do better than, two, open up the door for universal law to get in there. And that's really all this was for, to teach or to share or to help grow, is that. And now it's all done. These kind of incidents, they make us, whether we like it or not, agents of the opposition, because we've allowed that division to step in. You say versus, I say virtual signalling. I didn't actually, 1160 said virtual signalling. Could have meant VS. It's how, if you look at everything from the perspective of I'm being a victim all my life and man-made definitions of suppressed me and all of this lot, how are you going to ever be able to create another reality if that's what we're filling our heads with and is our the computer algorithm code that we run through in our minds at every given moment? We're never going to see the great or the wonderful or the we're going to start to attract more of the negative because we've got more negative perspective surveying what it is that we're being shown, and we're doing ourselves a disservice, and we're wasting everybody's time, or not wasting everybody's time because obviously there's nothing better to do with our time than to try to help other people relieve themselves from that prison. That is the real prison of your mind. Is a war of words, and you know, it's really not worth it. So from this, all I can say is that, one, nobody can stand surety to anybody else other than themselves. Two, if you're not prepared to go and stand surety and sit behind the door for however long it is that you need to discharge your charges, then the idea that you think that you can go and give anybody slave tokens at this point, or that an offer of slave tokens is what somebody's referring to when they say, can you support me because I'm sitting behind the door? They don't want your slave tokens. They want you to support their family so that while they're doing this. And that's the kindness, that's the standing surety. You go in there, don't worry about all of the things that you would normally allow yourself to be manipulated through, and put your trust. That is where you've got your trust in universal law, and that's when you're a minister. If you're not ready for that, then you're using Minister Ben as a shield to not pay for the charges that you've incurred, for the cost that you have compounded in the interest that you've given previously in your life to the commerce being committed upon your rights. And we've all got a debt to, you know, we've all played a part in that and created that. But so the idea was that by us doing this, that you'd already done it over there, you know, but what happened is that you all added to the administration of it, and you all acknowledged. They're like, oh, can you just acknowledge us? Just even if it's just to say, yes, I remember seeing you last week. What's that for your 7-day contract? We've been rebutting all of these different layers of time and the corruption of time that we've been enslaving ourselves with and making ourselves a prisoner of. We get to the very last 7, actually it's 4 days worth of it now, and 4 fictional days, and we're here talking about this instead of saying, isn't it amazing, look at all of the free energy devices that we've all got, that we all got up and said, well, this is what we're investing our time in. So, you know, I have seen you in action on those videos, and I think it's great that this is all of you stepped up like you have. But just please be aware, you know, you don't need to be told the heart and soul and mindset of 1160, because I know that you felt that when we first connected. And if at any time that suddenly became conditional, then we have to ask ourselves, well, what happened? How did the feeling, how can am I now going to say that I can't trust my feelings? No, that's the only thing I do trust. And so you know, for me, as far as I'm concerned, 1160 can do whatever the hell 1160 thinks is appropriate at that time, because that's who the minister that he is. That's the thing, that's the exemplification of universal source energy that he is. And who would anybody be to try to curb that wonderful universal expression. And so, you know, I'm walking around without any teeth in the front of my face, and it's only everybody who's looking at me who's got a problem. You know, and I've only got a problem when I look in the mirror. Well, what if we didn't? You know, is the problem then with the participant who's observing? Because it definitely isn't the originator of the apparition that's being observed has got no problem until it sees itself, and then it's like, oh. So when we start to see ourselves reflected, is what I'm trying to say, we start to become averse to the things that we let the things that we're averse to overcome and overrule the things that we're in love with, and you know, there's a extremity to all of us, isn't there? So the things that you've sent me over, 3035, with these screenshots on, because of, like we said about the technology and stuff, I can get the record straight. I can't open anything in a zip. I can't make head nor tail of anything that comes over. If you sending me pieces of evidence, or, and you know, even if you're going into the court, this is good practice for if you were deciding to go in there still, then do a case bundle index list. Explain what it is that you're sending, not just, you know, the points of the what they would be the grounds, but also the things that I've sent you these things, and this is how these things connect. And it's those bits that when you start to connect all of these bits together, you realize yourself, what am I actually making a claim of here? Am I making a claim that I'm offended by words, and that I feel that somebody hasn't obliged a performance to me that I felt that I couldn't complete myself? So have you used then 1160 as a method of reflecting back on you, all of your own self-doubt and the things that you wanted to do that you felt that you couldn't do, and that you needed somebody else? This is all I can hear from anybody who sends me any of this. You're all asking me for the things that you've got yourself. I'm not the source of it. The source is all around us. The source is universal source, and you're it as well as I am. All you have to do is silence your mind and ask the universe, show me all the things I don't know. And it comes. But if we run around and say, well, I know what to do, and I know this, and they said I know this, and suddenly you've got Dijon in the background saying, oh, put a bit of common law in there. Well, so then instead of going back 1,000 years, we only went back 844, because people were running around out here with common law, and they used the claims that I'd made relating to common law way back to say, oh, that's what she believes in. We'll start and end with that. So we ended up with a female archbishop for the first time in 800 and odd years, but we didn't go all the way back to the reset where we could have gone, because people were implying to be common law. That's this next bit now. And, you know, this is why we're in the framework, and we've got the people who are claiming to make up the rules now. So there is another very small spiral to complete before it all completely falls away. And that's why they're trying to indemnify themselves and tide themselves over and partially fund themselves and partial lockdown here, because they haven't been able to bank all of the claims. They haven't been able to bank the time that they've claimed is a year or an era or a month or a day or a week or a second for quite some time now, because all of it is up for questionable as far as how aligned with the truth is it. So this is why we're not coming in the Telegram groups. This is why we're not doing the Zooms, because we're still at the moment, we're reversing the charges on them now. And anybody, so we are the claimants now. And we have to make sure that the claims that we lay are not corrupted when it gets to the place where remedy can be ministered. Because our ego blabbed it out, or we made a magazine and we put all of our claims down that we couldn't substantiate, and that would have corrupted the case. That's why I said to them the other day, don't tell me anything yet, because we want to set the standard. And just think that all the time, all of you. What standard am I setting? Not just, if I want other people, if I want a system that treats people with this same standard, then you have to apply those standards to yourself. And then you can get them, the universe reflects that back at you. So I'm not going to make a claim in this instance. All I can tell you is that the very same the very same method and practice that looks like has been attempted to be applied to ULCT and the part of LS where you are standing is just the same as what they're doing everywhere. And it's up to you guys whether you let them divide you or not, isn't it?
Exactly.
Do you think that you can remedy this 3035 with 1160?
Of course, yes.
Okay, good.
Good. Can I say something?
We'd love you to.
Okay. So it's not that whether she wants to make it right with me. It's about her validating her false claim that she made supporting 22304 and everyone that I got the injection for COVID. And that's where all of that came out, all the foul language she's talking about, because I would abuse anyone who said that. Abuse anyone who made a false claim about me, made an AI version of everything, put it up, and then used the legal title that was secured in the trust, as well as with that. And then this one, 3035, comes up and says, oh, he's not Minister MON India. While he's telling everyone to not get the injections, he goes back and gets we didn't know about all of this. She's the one, creating
okay,
all the division everywhere.
Okay, let's go with
all I asked for was valid proof of claim, and you can go onto the Facebook posts and see each and every statement that I've made.
Well, I can't do that, and that
No, not you. I'm just talking about everyone.
Anybody. Okay.
Yeah.
So here comes another claim. Then here comes the you're saying that in answer to the talk about the broth, that you were falsely accused of having a COVID injection.
Yeah, and AI was used. We have someone on here right now who has pretty much gone and done a full view of the background. This is 11642. And he has said, well, he sent me an image of the actual image that was there in a COVID, whatever it was. I don't know where it was created, but someone from 22304's contacts has gone and put someone else's face, changed the man and the woman in the whole thing, and just supposed it was me. It's not even me. No, they didn't put mine anything. They just put a video of April of 2021 when someone had asked me to put up a post on Corona Voice. Okay, at that time, I was completely unbeknownst to what was happening. I didn't know my ass from my elbow. I completely admit that, and I told everyone that. And I made that, and I said absolutely nothing wrong over there. I didn't, say that anyone should get an injection or whatever. I just said that this would help people come together and would help the poor. I mean, it was targeting the poor, and that's all I said. And that put along with a photograph of a false photograph, an AI-generated image of me, of some guy, not even me, doesn't even look like me, just some guy. And these people come on and they want to start siding with the false claim and make a nice group of their own, thinking that they're going to isolate me and I'm just going to sit silently and have a nice dig at it. That's why I called you a cunt. And you
Got
are
you.
one for doing
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
You are one for doing that. And I'll
No,
tell you right to your face that you're a cunt.
no
What,
I
problem.
don't have a fucking
No problem. May I-
did
doubt
you
in
make
any
that?
of it.
Just wait. There were 11 and 8, 60. Did you, 30, 35, did you believe that to be true? Hello?
Hello.
30, 35, did you believe
No,
that?
see, see, that's what actually always happen. The things he is claiming right now, it is
I'm
in
not.
the last whole
Wait,
11
wait.
11
So
Number one, I asked him, did you do that? And he said, yes, I did. First, he told me that I never took any vaccination and you people are going in a great, and he claimed so much. Then I myself, and it was on the last, means things have started long time behind. He put the first thing last thing first, and things are getting actually mixed up completely. Let me
no, the
That's
last
another
things
false
are,
claim.
wait, the last things are the first things,
and
aren't
I
they?
did not,
In our infinity loop.
3035 did not put anything on internet regarding this.
Right. So
Okay, just to counter that false claim of hers, the kindness credits has already been sent, the evidence of that in form of screenshots to be able to prove that she said exactly what she's denying currently.
3035 has not put anything on Facebook. Whatever he's claiming, the picture or video or
Oh no, I never said that you put the picture up. You
I
didn't
did
listen to
not
what I said then because you're making another false claim because of your incapacity to even listen to what I'm
before
saying.
you do any more accusations, let's. I'm lost. And
yes.
anybody, right?
3035 did not put any picture, any video, anything like that.
That's not what I asked. My question was,
Yes.
did you believe it?
What do I believe?
What did you believe that? Do you believe that 1161 has been vaccinated? Yes or no?
No, 1160 is
Stop. Let's just do it step by step because otherwise we were just going to go
no,
around and wonder. Right.
no.
So,
11
do you believe that 1160 put up AI?
no way.
Right. Do you
No, it
believe that?
wasn't 1160 that did it. It was 22304 that did it. And these guys climbed on board with him to add to the false claim. That's what
Right. So your 22304. Is that right?
Yes.
Where is he or she or them?
He was not even knowing that.
Yeah, but because she was supposed to invite all of them. She did.
1160 01 said, don't worry, you come here.
Yeah,
No, she said we're not going to wait for them, that
we
they
said
can
that
come
at the
whenever.
beginning. We said that at the beginning that it doesn't matter anyway if they're not, because they're going to get a right to reply, aren't they? They're going to get a right to respond to everything that is going on here, and it's going to go up. But we've all got to be conscious of this division. I went just spent I don't know how long explaining about division.
Yeah, division.
We're not. This is not the standard we want to be setting.
Yes.
If we want to see this replicated, we are teaching the people who are going to be doing this for others, right? So let's bear that in mind. So 1160, you're saying that 22304 created an AI version that was relating to try to incriminate you with. Is that correct?
Yes.
Right. And then because you have blown your top about it with 3035, then
I didn't blow my top about it with 3035. He
right.
put that up I set the record straight and I asked for valid proof of claim because I asked for them to validate whether that photograph was an original photograph of me being there and if there was any record to any of it. Because I know there isn't.
It's the association of it as well with you, though. So here's a man who's gone around and done all these things, and they've tried to associate you with the very opposite of what your convicted and your standing is. And then people who are supposed to be there to support you, to laugh off such falsities, have this is the standing surety bit that why would somebody want to do that, first of all?
You'll have to ask them.
Question one for them then. Why would somebody do that? What is their mens rea? What is their mindset behind that? What is their intent? What did they hope to achieve out of doing something like that? And what were they trying to portray somebody to be whilst they did that? And if I've got those three things in my mind, just those three questions myself, I can usually find out, based on what it is that I'm assessing, why would somebody do that? Well, it's not because it's nice, is it? It's not because it's kind. It's not because it's showing 1160 in a good light. Could it possibly be to cause division? Could it possibly be to make somebody respond? Is it a pish? Right? And you've all been pished. You've been pished. You're being pished, and you're pishing each other. And in doing so, you're actually feeding the very system that we've spent so long getting rid of, which is the pish. Can I take something just randomly out of the blue, hash it together and attach it to you, and then watch you go around and undermine yourself, your own standing, and in one instance, and cause and compound diversion in another box? And I'm still looking for a benefit of any of this, apart from the conversations that we're having now. And if that's all it is that's come out of it, then let it be that. Let it be the fact that by unpacking all of these things, the first being the last, because we have to go to the last point first, don't we? Of the original part of the original, what is the origination? Where does this original claim originate from? And
I'm just sending that on messages.
We've got third-party hearsay, mate. We've got third-party hearsay tactics that have been then joined for some reason and compounded. And so that brings me back to you now, 3035. Why would you give such a ludicrous exemplification or interpretation of 1160 any value at that point? Did you ask him about it?
No.
3035, has your voice suddenly dropped?
She's lost it.
She's gone.
Hello. Am I audible?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yes. Yes, Zero.
Did you hear what I said?
Last sentence, can you repeat, please?
What happened?
Yes, I did ask him that why did you do that? And you know what?
1 second. You asked me why I did it, so you presumed that I had already done it? This is the problem that I have, because you don't know how to express yourself.
She asked 20, 20, 30.
No,
she asked 22, 34.
Okay.
Why did you?
Sorry, I apologize.
And you know what 22304, that was also, see, I actually I am not with 22304 and I am not against 1160. First, we have to clear that picture out because we are here for remedy, number one. Number two, when I say 22304, are you sure these pictures are real? Even if it is real, why we are doing all this? Can you stop it right now? And 22304 said that he wanted to sabotage my exemplification. He wanted to fail my exemplification. He stopped people, stopped ministers to come at my exemplifications. And when the exemplification got successful, the first exemplification of the mortgage, which got successful in the non-geographical part of India, even 1160 got angry with 3035 as well, that why did she kept NDA from 1160? And from that point, everything started 010.
Okay. Can I now just at that point, I'll ask you one question.
I'm lost again.
Okay.
So just a minute before we get to any point, I need to find the point. I asked about 22304. Are you telling me that 22304, when you said to him, why are you doing this? I hadn't heard an answer yet.
Yeah.
What did he say to you?
He said that why
he wanted to sabotage you.
Not sabotage me. 1160 is sabotaging 22304's exemplification.
Right. So 22304 makes an AI COVID thing.
I know. I have no idea he made AI thing or not. That even I cannot substance that.
No, 1160's made that claim. Hang on. I'm not saying that you've claimed that. 1160's claimed that. And I'm asking you, 3035, when you asked 22304, why did he do it? He said what to you?
He said, why 1160 is doing with me all this? And I did this AI, somebody has sent me that picture which I have posted. I did not edit anything. That's what 22304 told me, and I am conveying that message to you.
Okay, so 22304 said he didn't make it, somebody else did, but the reason why
he doesn't.
hang on. The reason why I'm sharing it is because 1160 is sabotaging 22304's exemplification. Is that right?
Yes, he's sabotaging. So he got that picture long time back, but he never shared. And because 1160 was putting fingers on everyone, he called 30354, he called 3035 cunt, he called many other things. I don't even.
Yeah, but if somebody had done that to me as well, you know,
it didn't really matter to me. But 22304 reacted. I did 3035 did not react.
Right. So what you've just told me there is that you've been dragged into a sabotage
not
between.
Me.
Yeah. You said that
No.
You just used the word. You won't use the word sabotage. Let me just explain to you what I heard, and then you can help me if I put it wrong. So what I have comprehended from this is that I asked you what it was that when you asked 22304, why did he do it? He said that 1160 was sabotaging his exemplifications.
And that's why he got that picture long time back. Now he is putting on the Facebook. I said, did you make this AI? Bola, no, I got someone from Telegram, someone has sent to him. And then because he is sabotaging everyone's life and sabotaging everyone, putting fingers on anyone. And that's why I want.
Okay, so I need to know what putting on fingers on everyone means.
Putting on fingers on everyone. He was putting finger on 3035. He was putting fingers on.
What does putting fingers mean?
Putting fingers means he said whoever went to 22304's exemplifications, all are actually controlled opposition. All are out of trust, and their legal title will be credited back to the system. And I have recording of all this. If you want, I can actually send to you.
No, I'm pretty good with that. There's nothing in there that I wouldn't have said myself, I have to say, because what if there is something that constitutes a sabotage, and I say to somebody, why did you do that? And they say, well, because they're sabotaging me. Then it tells you that their mindset is sabotage.
Yes.
They're being sabotaged, and they're prepared to, in their mindset, try to sabotage somebody else.
Yes. That's what I
Now,
told
do you remember? Do you remember when we well, you weren't here then. In 2021, we had somebody come on to one of our Zooms and actually admit that they used the exact word sabotage. They said, "I'm come here to sabotage you."
Yeah.
And they admitted that.
Yes.
And so then what they'd done, that was a pish, right? So they tell you that they're going to sabotage you.
Yep.
And then they slag you off for your response to them.
Yeah. And
both.
both
Wait, let me just finish. That's what the system, those are agents of this state, okay?
Yes.
And in any way, shape, or form, they will come and they will do that. Now, if 2204 believes that he's being sabotaged, and he believes, or they believe, that they that their go-to, let's say, my remedy to this is more of the same, then what I would, that there is a weakest link there. There's a link, a weak link.
Yes.
And you have to.
Can I say something
After
here?
that,
Of course, yeah.
after
Okay.
that, 010-22304 is not, actually, I'm not around him and he's not around me. After that point, I told 2230.
Yeah, that's because you had a conversation with me and I told you I'm not going to credit him, and then you said, "Oh, I'm not going to credit him either." So let's just put that to rest, like it was your brainchild that you did this. Any case, let me just
Hold on 1160. Hold on 1160. Let me.
We've got an agreement.
Hold on 1160. Okay. Yes. So
false claims.
22304, actually this one, I told 22304, there is no actually scope for tit for tat in the universal law. If even if he's doing wrong, the wrong cannot be actually be right with the wrong. And after that 22304, I am not resonating with him at all.
How long ago was that? How long ago was that?
It was when you were in the resort. I think. Can anyone tell me how long it was? 7.
I've sent some pictures.
No, wait. You know how long it is, 35, since you've had a dealing with somebody?
Around, I think in the month of November, as per the Gregorian calendar.
Last year?
Yes.
Okay. So go on 1160, what you got? 1160.
Well, first of all, it was, I think, much before that. It was before October. I've sent a few pictures on the chat, which you can have a look at for validating whatever I said that she did. 3035, I have a question for you because I've got evidence of this as well.
Please.
And so does the trust. Don't say anything now. Yeah, just I will reserve my right to speak. Thanks. Did you have someone who was not in trust, who was not in the ULCT ledger, be there for the exemplification?
No.
While you were teaching them?
No. After exemplification is done.
Are you sure?
Yes, I am 100% sure. And this question was raised by you, and I am aware of it also.
Really? I have a picture of it while the exemplification was on.
Right, hang on.
That you called in people who had not assigned their consent, that were not in the ledger, and that is including the 22 people that you had there with 22304, who was not even there for his own exemplification, was watching it on TV, sitting in some hotel while you did it.
Yes, that's what the plan
Yeah?
was.
No, that was not what the plan was.
No,
Any case, I'm just asking you one question over
wait. I know more than you, right? What I will say.
Actually, I doubt that at all.
Okay, you can doubt.
LLA, guys, come on.
No issue, you can doubt. That's you can do. I was there. That's the way we formed the strategy. That 2, 3, 4.
Answer the question. I don't need to listen to your
1160. Don't shush, please. Carry on.
Just answer the question.
No.
Right. So, but no is the answer. She didn't have somebody who is not in the ledger at the exemplification.
Okay, then who's happy?
He was not there at the time of the exemplification.
Right.
He was
And
there
when was he there?
before, and he was kicked out at the time of exemplification. He said, how come? I said, that's a protocol of ULCT. Not a single legal fiction will be staying here. And
but that didn't stop you from having him as part of the group that was there,
no
though.
part
And he came on the day. 11675, would you like to clarify this a bit? Because you were there as well at the same time, and she's telling me that she knows more than me. So
yeah, 11675, come on.
yeah, please. 11675. Oh, he isn't here. I
He's
don't know
not
where he's
here.
gone.
He's not here
But
at the moment.
But 70 was 116033 was there too. 116033 tell everyone.
116033 is not in trust. That was established long
I'm not
before.
in your trust, brother. I'm not in your trust. I'm in
There you
university.
go. There you go. So you changed your number just to hide yourself
Brother,
so that you could
there
come
are
onto this
many.
meeting. Don't call me brother. Quiet. Let me talk now. I will reserve my
Just
right
listen
to
me.
speak.
Hey,
Just
come on,
listen
come
me.
on. Right,
I
so
can
who?
say everything.
Okay,
There are
so
I
many,
know you have
many,
can you
ears.
tell me?
many things.
First of all, can you tell me your MON number, please? What's your MON number?
This is not even in our ledger, by the way. I don't know who's given him this number.
Okay, so who is it who's coming in here?
No, this is 7.
No, this is someone who sat in front of me, met me while I was last year in March, before you went in, before it was decided that people will stand surety to themselves.
Not much.
And
I was
I
called
asked
in February.
him, can just please let me complete what I'm saying. Thank you. And I asked him, do you know who 1160 is? And he was like, no. Is that great? Amazing.
Okay.
When he knew that he was coming, can you please switch off your video? When he knew that he was coming to meet me. So
I don't understand. I don't understand that. I don't comprehend. 1160. So there is somebody who is coming to see you 1160, and they say that they don't know that they're coming to see 1160.
Yeah, when he's sitting in front of me, trying to get someone else who came from, trying to get someone else to assign consent, who came from another group that 3035 has been teaching, because she has very clearly said that she's been teaching all these other people who are not in trust on the Telegram groups as to how they've got all the information, and they're the ones who are creating the divide by sending infiltrators over here, much like this one who 1160-33, who tried to get another one to assign consent, who had massive debts, who had massive debts, I'm reserving my right to speak.
Brother,
Mute yourself. Mute yourself.
So
Mute yourself.
let him speak. 7870. Let him.
I don't need you 3035 to say anything. Thank you.
I've got 7870 here.
Yeah. So that's the one I'm talking about. If I could just complete what I'm saying.
Where are these numbers coming from then? Because that's not one of
ours.
Because
2078 went and created a ledger because I wasn't able to do anything because my health was so bad. I was in bed for 2 weeks, not being able to get out of it. So I had no laptop because everything had been taken while I was in Bangalore through whatever happened over there. And I wasn't in a state to do anything. So I was like, okay, can you please just, for all the people that come in, give them temporary numbers. And these are not people connected to us. They didn't email us. They just came through 2078. So I was like, okay, you maintain the ledger, just give temporary numbers, and then we'll have a Zoom, and then we'll, see what all's happening, and then we'll give them numbers from the ledger as well. But he's continued to just create that ledger, and obviously he's been telling people to contribute into his private account, just like 3035 and 22413 and 22382 and all of these guys, into their private account for teaching people things on Telegram. And lo and behold, what are they teaching?
I did not contribute in his personal account. I contribute always in port.
What? Wait. So we've got an accusation now. We've got another claim that people have been using this and getting people to credit their accounts.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And the evidence of that is already with kindness credits. I've already emailed the screenshots of all of those. And it's up on Facebook as well.
We've seen those. 7870, is that the number that you use?
77870.
778.
70. Any case,
77870.
the
1160-33, because of his English, actually, I can tell you.
He's fine. He's speaking just fine. You can let him speak.
7870.
Doesn't need you as a translator, right?
Something.
Has he asked you to be a translator for him?
Can 7780? Can you speak up? 010 is asking something.
I need a translator because what 010 is said, I can understand.
I will translate. हाँ बोलिए आप हिंदी में बोलिए चाहिए तो if you want.
Okay.
अभी जो सवाल है क्या हिंदी में बता सकते हैं क्या सवाल है?
Do we have a question for this guy?
1160 जो मेरे ऊपर फाल्स क्लेम और उन पे लगा रहे हैं, मेरे पास काफी एविडेंस है भाई.
Okay, hold on.
बहुत मेरे साथ में भी और दूसरे साथ में बहुत बकवास की है. काफी एविडेंस है. दूसरे पे इल्जाम लगा रहे हैं. भाई अपनी सच्चाई सुनो. आपको हजम करनी पड़ेगी. सबसे झूठ बोल सकते हो आप. किससे झूठ बोल रहे हो?
Where's your evidence?
Wait a minute. Hang on a second. Can somebody translate that?
010, may I translate?
At 1160, do you want to translate it?
Yeah, that'd be better.
Okay, let 1160 translate.
Or I can. I will.
Let 1160
he
translate
says,
what it
he
is that
says,
he thinks he's heard.
he says that I have enough evidence that you're making false claims.
Right. Okay.
That I'm making false claims.
That you're making false claims that
he didn't know who he was talking to when he was sitting right in front of me, because I asked him, and 22304-4 is party to that, because it was at his place that it happened.
Can you tell me what bearing that has on this? What difference does it make?
Nothing. It doesn't, because that was just something that I was saying, to which he interjected.
आपने तो उस बंदे का एओसी नहीं लिया, उससे कॉन्ट्रिब्यूशन किया था, और वो बंदा मेरे खुद लेके आया था वहां पे. आपने खाली इल्जाम लगा जेएसएम का बंदा ये लेके आया. अरे भाई आप कम से कम पता तो कर लेते लेके कौन आया था.
Translate first, please.
So both of these people came. So he says that the other guy got me and he contributed, and he yet hasn't gotten his AOC because he contributed towards coming and having that meeting. I did not confirm. If it's my energy and time going in to explain to someone how to do things, then sorry, let's have an energy exchange, because if you have something in kindness, great. If you don't, then whichever currency is great as well.
Okay. So 1160.
मैं एक बात और कहूंगा, 010 जी, एक बात और कहूंगा.
मेरा
कोई दुश्मन नहीं है भाई, कोई मेरा दोस्त नहीं है. ट्रस्ट को मैं समझ रहा हूँ, ट्रस्ट के सिद्धांत पे चल रहा हूँ, तो मैं चाहता हूँ कि भाई ट्रस्ट यहाँ पे बदनाम ना हो. ट्रस्ट को कोई यहाँ पे अपने लिए फायदे के इस्तेमाल ना करे.
Nothing.
He says, 1 second.
Translate.
He says that I have the best interest at heart of the trust, and I comprehend the trust, and there should be none of this happening.
No.
So why?
No, he did not say that.
Okay.
He told no one is my enemy, no one is my friend.
Oh, I missed that part. Sorry.
I am trying to comprehend universal law community trust, and
no, he didn't say that. When did he say that? I'm trying to comprehend universal law community trust.
Okay.
What are you talking about? He said I know trust.
ना तो आप हो, ना 3035 है, ना 010 है. मैं खाली ट्रस्ट का सिद्धांत उसको फॉलो कर रहा हूँ भाई. उसके लिए खड़ा हूँ.
He's saying I am not for 010, I am not for 1160, I am not for 3035. I got ULCT and I'm upholding universal law.
No, that's not what he said. He's I'm just standing in my trust.
I've got a question now. So who are you for then? Are you here for yourself?
आप किसके लिए हो? अपने लिए हो? ट्रांसलेट कर रहा हूँ 010.
मुझे नहीं पता मैं हूँ कौन. मैं कैसे बोल दूं मैं अपने लिए हूँ.
आप हो.
मैं हूँ यहाँ पे जो मुझे यहाँ पे यूनिवर्स ने मुझे
आप
चुना
अपने
है।
लिए हो तो आप हो
मैं
किसके?
नहीं
मैं
पता
बस
मैं हूँ
ट्रांसलेट कर
कौन,
रहा हूँ
मुझे
कि
नहीं पता है
010
भाई।
क्या बोल रही
zero
हैं।
one
मुझे नहीं पता मैं हूँ कौन।
010
अरे
saying
आप किसके
that
लिए?
I don't know actually who am I and who am I for. That's what his reply is.
Right.
Okay, can I?
So the thing is about that when we talk about being a community, the community is because we're all here for one another. So I'm here. I'm definitely not here at the moment if I had a singular mindset for the benefit of myself. But I'm here for the benefit of what it is that we're trying to create, which is a coming together of like-minded people who want to make a difference to the divide and rule system that we've got.
Yeah, so if I could just complete what I was saying.
मुझे गुस्सा आया जब आप खुद स्लेवरी के लिए दूसरे लोगों को वहां पे डाइवर्ट कर रहे हो भाई। गुस्सा आया। यूएलसी
Really?
ट्रस्ट किसी को स्लेवरी के लिए नहीं धकेल सकता भाई। स्लेवरी से आजाद
He
करने यूएलसी
says
ट्रस्ट है।
he says that he got
वैलिड प्रूफ
angry.
है मेरे
He
पास
got
में।
angry when I
11675 को बुलाओ।
tried to put other people into slavery.
Say again.
Yeah.
He says that I attempted. He got angry, yeah, at me because I tried to uh,
put other people into slavery.
Yes.
Actually, 010, even I have that audio with me. 11675 is actually cursing 1160 that he is pushing us back to the commerce for because he is asking for kindness credit per month and we don't have slave tokens and I have that recording 010 with me.
Okay, so 4 kindness credits a month. What does that get me?
That gets me absolutely nothing but a little bit of
No,
contribution.
what does that get me?
1160
What do I get? I mean, what? Okay, I'm 77870, or I'm 3035, or what am I getting if I'm giving 1160 for kindness credits a month?
7870 बोल रही है कि फॉर काइंडनेस में क्या मिल रहा है यदि वो 1160 को दे रहे हैं तो क्या है 7870
मतलब
कि अगर आप 4 केसी महीने में दे रहे हो ट्रस्ट को 1160 को नहीं ट्रस्ट को तो फिर आपको उसमें क्या मिल रहा है
आपको इसमें क्या मिल रहा है
I mean, in your mind, what are you getting? What do you think it is that
मुझे
you're
तो
getting?
आजादी मिल
What was
रही
the
भाई।
exchange?
मैं तो अपने हर ट्रस्ट के लिए वहां पे जो मैं कर रहा
ओके
हूँ जो
सो
मेरे
ही
पास में
सेइंग
kindness वास्तव में
he's
मैं
getting freedom.
आपको मैंने बोला था भाई मेरे पास में स्लेव टोकन नहीं है। मेरे पास में जो मैं खेती कर रहा हूँ मेरे पास में अनाज है। मैं कंट्रीब्यूट कर रहा हूँ ट्रस्ट को। आपको नहीं ट्रस्ट को।
Really, this is
बोला
what you
था
Can
said.
मैंने।
somebody
Okay,
translate,
any case.
please?
So he said that I don't have slave token. He said that he told us that he doesn't have slave tokens, but he has wheat and stuff like that he can contribute. But when I asked him to contribute it on that Zoom meeting, and you can ask 49 as well, he was on there, and 3035 as well, he said, "What am I getting in return?"
Well, he just said freedom.
Yeah, but he said for the kindness that he is going to send the trust pot in form of wheat, let's say, that he grows.
Yeah. This
What
is
is
in
his?
5 hours. This is in
Yeah,
5 hours.
but he asked us, but he asked me what he was going to get in return for that.
Have you been filling out kindness credit claim forms with people 3035? Have you been actually filling out kindness credit claim forms with people so that they can work out what it is that they've got themselves by using what it is that has been done? Because really, 1160 can't be, but what is provided for that part of the rock as a community.
I provided the kindness credits claim form as well, just by the way.
Wait, you can't put a price on that. So there is a contribution while people are still using slave tokens wherever they're using them. If they're still continuing to use them, then a system that requires everybody else to use them is still in play. So there's
can we get back to the individual pots these guys have opened
Just
for
one
themselves?
Yeah, just 1 second.
That was the
We're
claim.
getting there. We're getting there.
मैं थोड़ा समझ पाया हूँ। मैं खाली इतना बोलूंगा, 1160 ने मेरा जो मैंने बोला था वो डिनाई नहीं किया था भाई।
What are you talking? This
यहाँ
is
पे
not
मैं इनको
what's being
गलत नहीं
talked
बोल
about.
सकता।
010, can you just continue what you're saying? He's like,
Who just interrupted and said, "Can we get back to these individual things?" This is
I'm
not an
sorry.
individual
He's
thing.
not saying anything substantial. That's what. He's just interrupting. I'm sorry.
Everyone,
Listen, all it is at this point is a lack of comprehension, and we're trying to help people comprehend what it is, because if you don't comprehend what it
I'm
is,
sorry for the interruption.
if you don't comprehend what it is, then how can you ever share it or value it or exchange with it? You simply can't, because you're going to give for kindness credits for for 16 whatever slave tokens over, and you're not going to feel any benefit to it if you can't recognize what it is that you just stepped into, can you?
yeah.
You're going to
So,
feel.
and I explained that to them. And I explained that to them. Please, Rasifa, let me just
for here.
let me just say what I'm saying.
1
Because
minute.
you don't know anything about this 3035. You weren't even there. I will just clarify this and you can listen, please. Thank you. Okay? I told him that he needed to send the trust for the discharge of his debts and liabilities, or assumed debts and liabilities, bank documents that stated all of that, but he did not send them to me. And therefore, he did not get processed through the trust.
Right. So
because I could not trust what he was sending me.
सुनिए, आज तक मैंने कौन सी डेट एंड लायबिलिटी ट्रस्ट से ली है भाई? कोई एक
आपको
बता दो
नहीं
मेरे को।
बोल रहा
आज
हूँ
तक मैंने ट्रस्ट में कुछ भी लिया हो?
1 second, you're misconstruing what I'm saying. मैं बोल रहा हूँ जिसके साथ आप आए थे, आपको वो पार्ट नहीं मालूम ना
भाई। आपने वहां पे है ना, वहां पे मेरे को जबरदस्ती विक्टिम बना दिया। वहां पे जबरदस्ती मेरे को वहां पे आपने अंजुम कर लिया कि मैं उसको लेके आया हूँ, जबकि वो बंदा मेरे को लेके आया था, क्योंकि
अरे यू गाइस
आपके
केम,
भेजे
आप
हुए।
दोनों
सुनिए
साथ आए थे भाई, मुझे क्या फर्क पड़ रहा है कि
भाई,
कौन किसको लेके आया।
सुनिए भ्राता, या तो मैं चुप हो जाता हूँ, बोलूंगा नहीं, या तो मैं चुप हो जाता हूँ, बोलूंगा ही नहीं।
आप फिर वही कर
या तो मुझे
लीजिए जो
बोलने
भी आप
दीजिए,
चाहते हो, दैट्स योर सेल्फ डिटर्मिनेशन।
या तो मुझे
आई एम
बोलने
जस्ट
दीजिए।
सेइंग यार, मैं जो कंप्लेन, आप इस पॉइंट के ऊपर अटके, यू आर स्टक ऑन दिस वन
अरे भाई,
पॉइंट दैट आई गॉट हिम
क्लेम
एंड
के
ही
साथ में
गॉट
बात
यू।
कर रहा हूँ।
आई डोंट नो हु गॉट हु, बट यू
पूरे
गाइस वर
सबूतों
देयर
के साथ
सिटिंग
में
इन
बात
फ्रंट
कर रहा
ऑफ
हूँ भाई।
मी।
Hang
आप
on,
मेरे दुश्मन नहीं हो।
77870. Can you tell me which account it was that you sent those slave tokens to, please?
He didn't. The other guy who
Well,
came
not
in.
you. 1160. Stop it. 77870. Who did you send the slave tokens to?
770 पूछ रही है कि आपने जो भी स्लेव टोकन्स भेजे वो किसके अकाउंट में भेजे?
Please.
असित पांडे के नाम से अकाउंट था, उसको मैं
आपने भेजा है।
Hey, 1160.
हाँ हाँ,
असित पांडे के नाम से अकाउंट था, उसमें भेजे गए हैं।
In 1549 account 010.
1549. Okay.
The community pot.
Yes, sir.
Into the community
क्या
pot.
मैं बोल रहा हूँ, मैं कम्युनिटी पोर्ट में ही कंट्रीब्यूट किया भाई, मैंने किसी को पर्सनली नहीं दिया है।
Okay.
Okay.
And 010, here I have to say one thing. Okay.
Yeah.
This contribution thing and these things are getting very complicated because 1160 is asking return on investment for 15 months multiplied by 15 months multiplied by 30 multiplied by 24 hours. He has put his energy in this one, and he got the court paper acknowledging Minister MON on paper. And people say that even if we have to be under debt for 1160 for perpetuity, the words, if you want, I can send you all the cutting of the recordings. I have it. For perpetuity, we will be debtor to 1160 and we have to pay the return on investment. And that you can listen in uncut version of the Zoom which 1160 kept for MOR to make 3035 and other MONs out of trust. Even 1549 supported that.
Right.
मैंने यहाँ तक बोला
And
है
that is
मैंने
being
one
misconstrued,
teacher,
by the way.
please,
She's
one
again not
please,
completing
please, please, brother,
what the whole thing was.
brother.
1160. Have you made a claim form for
मैंने
your?
यहाँ तक बोला है जब 010 ने आज तक रिटर्न ऑफ इन्वेस्टमेंट क्लेम नहीं किया था भाई आप होते कौन हो मैं होता कौन हूँ
आप क्या
यहाँ
बोल
तक
रहे हो?
मैंने
ये
बोला है
रिटर्न ऑन इन्वेस्टमेंट
Somebody
किसके
needs
लिए
to
जा रही है, बॉस?
translate. Don't answer him. Don't answer
Okay,
the questions until
he's
somebody's
saying
translated.
that till the time 010 hasn't asked you for a return on investment for her energy invested, who are you to ask us for that? When he okay, so that's the translation.
Did
He said
1160? Did you make a kindness credit claim form against the kindness credit pot for the investment that you put in and converted it into slave tokens?
No.
Right. So 3035, you're saying that there is some kind of evidence. What is the evidence you referred to?
I have audio recording because he used to call on the WhatsApp, making sure that things doesn't get recorded. When the things have be complicated, started to get complicated, I have actually recorded his WhatsApp call with 3035. In that one, he has written out investment thing saying he is saying no one is doing the standing surety. I have the recorded that one. He said that I am breaking other Telegram group and 1160 and 3035 is chosen one so that we can create a new community. At that point, I broke from 1160 because my conscience did not allow, because it was screaming that it is wrong. At that very moment, I got separated from 1160 at that very moment. When, because these things were not getting in the right direction. Why we are breaking, why we are doing, let the universe take care. And when he said we are chosen 1160 and 3035, so we should make another community. And I have recording of that too.
Is that true, 1160?
I'd love to hear that one.
Do you want to play it for us? Have you got another device that
Please
you can play
play all of what you're saying for us, and please play them completely so the context is clear. And I've never said I want to make another community with you, because it makes no sense, because you're the one that has been creating all the divide by perpetuating Telegram groups one after the other, creating levels for people, level 1, level 2, level 3.
आपकी जो मीटिंग में जो रिकॉर्डिंग हुई थी आज
Okay.
तक तो रहे हो आप ढूंढ रहे होगे वो रिकॉर्डिंग करने वाला बंदा मैं ही हूँ भाई आपने
Okay,
जो
so
ऑन रिकॉर्ड
what
बोला है
he's now
ऑफ
I'll
रिकॉर्ड बोला है
translate
वो
what
सारा
he's
रिकॉर्ड
saying.
मैंने किया था
010. He's saying that he's saying that you must be looking for the recording of that Zoom everywhere, but I'm the one who has it, which means that he's recorded that meeting without even informing us. So I don't know what anyone
क्योंकि
wants to
आपने
take
ऑप्शन
out
नहीं
of
छोड़ा
what
था
he's saying.
आपने ऑप्शन नहीं
What?
छोड़ा मेरे लिए आपने
Tell me
ऑप्शन
that
छोड़ा
bit
था
again. Tell me that
He
again.
recorded a meeting without informing us that he was even recording it when it was already recorded and it's on record with us. Every Zoom meeting was recorded. We already have all the Zooms with us while you were inside and when all these people came up.
मैंने रिकॉर्ड किया तो मैंने रिकॉर्ड किया वो रिकॉर्ड किया क्योंकि
So
आपने
he's
ऑन रिकॉर्ड
saying
कुछ
that he
बोला है सुनिए
recorded.
सुनिए भाई
So
सुनिए
that he
आपने
says
ऑन
he
रिकॉर्ड कुछ
recorded it.
बोला है सुनिए मेरी बात एक बार बोलिए एक
I
बार
don't
सुनिए
have I don't have a problem with
010
anybody.
प्लीज
I
प्लीज
don't.
मिस्टर जी प्लीज एक बार बोलने दीजिए
77870. Don't go on the defense. You're not under attack. I have no problem with anybody recording anything.
Thank you very much. Even I have recorded all the WhatsApp call also.
Which is great.
Honestly, we don't have a problem with that. That is not the issue, and I am not going to go down. I'm not going down that, but to be dragged off the point about whether somebody's recorded something or not. The point is that somebody has said that there is evidence of this point, that they can prove it, that is what was said. So where is that, please? if you've got a recording of it, let's hear it. If somebody else got a recording, 1160, you said that all of them were recorded anyway.
Yeah, but I have to look. Yeah, I'll have to look and get back. I'll send it to the trust if you want. I'll send it to kindness credits.
Okay, and so the problem is that there you're telling me that I now need to listen to something that isn't there. You see? So you're saying that it isn't there. You're saying that the recording doesn't exist. That you were saying those words. Yeah, all of it's going to be recorded, and I'm going to then go and waste my time looking for something that isn't there. I want the actual bit of the recording by the people. It is not your job, 1160, to disprove a claim. It is the claimant's job to prove the claim. Who is claiming that 1160 said these things? 3035. 3035, therefore, you're now required, my lovely, to prove your claim.
I will. Just give me a moment because there are lots of recording, so I'm trying to figure out that one.
Okay, okay. Just so that everybody can get their heads in the right position. If you're bringing the claim, you bring your evidence. It is not.
Yeah, but the only thing is the context has to be clear. And in any case, let her just play the recording. Yeah.
Let's see what, first of all, before we divvy up and determine what that is going to be, let's give it the benefit of the doubt, because that needs to be in there
Because
as
of course, okay, so while she looks, let me just complete what I was saying. So any case, all of that happened. She's the one who brought up 1160-33, not even me. Okay, I was talking about 22304's exemplification. 22304 was categorically told after we discussed it in March that because of what was happening, because there was no contributions coming in from anyone, because they were not able to grasp the structure or whatever it be, and we were getting sabotaged by infiltrators, that everyone would just handle their own exemplifications and they would learn that way instead of us standing surety to them and us going in prison for that.
अच्छा
Right?
अच्छा एक मिनट वहां पे मैंने आपसे
when was that? Can I just ask a question for that bit, please? Sorry, 7787, just a second. Just let me ask 1160's question. When was that? When did you decide that it was nobody was doing what it was that they were supposed to be doing? When did you decide that everybody was just going to do what they all should have been doing anyway, which is standing sureties themselves?
On March 28th or 26th or something, just a day before you cut communication, before you were abducted.
Okay, without you incriminating me in all of this.
I am his audio. Listen.
Fuck's sake.
Can I speak now?
No, it's I am putting an audio. Hold on. Uncut version.
बोलने के लिए अच्छा है कि ये सब करने के लिए ठीक है अब हमें चॉइस बनानी है कि किस दिशा में आगे बढ़ना है और किन लोगों को ट्रस्ट में लेकर चलना है and oh yeah, I was thinking about listening to people. I'm building a community myself over here now. Okay. Yeah, and I already got about 12 assignments from here. From a separate channel. Okay. That was being blocked by certain groups. Who got fed up of being there and they came directly to. Okay. Also, basically in groups में उसे निकलवा दिया होगा. Okay. कि भैया बोलना चाहिए तो फिर कर सकते हैं. Okay. This is what everyone needs to start. Okay. 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 So whatever you have had free access to all of ULCP's complete structure and how it functions, along with all the chats we've had and blah blah blah. You have access to every single document. You have all of it, and it's been offered मेरे पास सारे डॉक्यूमेंट्स का मतलब मेरे पास सारे डॉक्यूमेंट्स तो नहीं है। जितने आपने अपने एग्जामिफिकेशन के हिसाब से किया उनके डॉक्यूमेंट्स आपके पास हैं।
Was
Is
that
that
it?
the end of it?
Yes, that's of it.
So where does it state that we're going to start a community of our own, that I'm not going to that you already have the paper? Anyways, why don't you explain it?
Yeah, in starting, didn't you say we are making the community the one of?
No, I said that we had these many assignments of consent given to me.
No.
Sent to the mail. What are you talking about? It's so evident. Can you not hear what is being said?
010, he did say that.
What? That you and I are going to start a community together? When did I say that? What are the words?
Universe has chosen us.
Well,
So
I thought you already had created a community together. Anyway,
That's what I thought, which is why I was talking to her like that. Because I didn't know she was involved in getting other people to sabotage the whole thing, sitting on Telegram groups and teaching them legalese. And there's enough and more people on here that can provide evidence for all of that. I mean, we have screenshots and screenshots that have sent to the trust as well.
And charging a fee for it, taking slave tokens.
1549.
Anybody could do that. Nobody did it in their personal accounts.
Nobody
2078 goes and takes into his personal account, says send 1 KC here and 2 KC there. And when I got to know that, I confronted him about it. And I was like, isn't everything supposed to come into the community pot so that we can distribute it to the people who actually need it for their projects and everything that we have planned?
Okay.
No, one second.
That's what was supposed to happen, wasn't it?
Yes.
But 1 second, 3035, hold on. Hold your horses. Let me complete what I'm saying. And he said, oh, this is a circle. I haven't learned anything from you. I've learned everything from 3035 and 1529. I was like, okay, great. Then who taught them? And then we have claims made by 3035 saying that 010 taught me, 1160 introduced me, but 010 taught me. And I don't know how that's possible when she hasn't had more than 3 conversations with 3035.
Where 335 said that? See, 010. It is the conversation between 207.
Oh, no. This is posted on Facebook. What are you talking about?
All I can hear at the minute is that they have worked their fucking magic on it and divided you two.
Yeah, exactly what I'm trying to get across to her, but she doesn't want to get it because she's involved in with 2078 and actually creating all this nonsense over there.
1160, hold on.
She goes and charges 10 quid for teaching them about legalese on Telegram groups.
Okay. 11.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me
say. In her private account, not even into the community part.
Let me say my part. Okay.
Yeah, but you have to wait for me to complete.
3035, is that true?
No, it is 010. I have sent you full account.
No, I'm asking you the question here on the record. Is it true?
Yes. Because 1160 through 1529 told that no one is giving anything of ULCT freely. So I took that and used in exemplification, and for that I have sent you the account 010. You can check the account and I can resend you.
That doesn't make any sense to me, at least. I don't know what you're saying.
Exemplification happens, we do not get a single penny from the kindness pot which 1160 is claiming.
Because there is nothing coming in. Because of what you guys are doing on the Telegram groups. Why is that so difficult for you to comprehend? Okay, 010 asked a simple question. Is it true that you have been taking contributions?
I didn't say that.
Oh, whatever. Sorry. I'll take it back. I take that back.
Okay, the question is, is it true that claim was made that you've been getting people to pay it into a pot for your time?
Yes.
Okay. And have you been making that available for the things that it was supposed to be made available for helping people?
Yes.
Who's it helped?
All the exemplification, at least 24 exemplification going here, there, train tickets, plane tickets, everything.
Right. And you can account for all of that that's gone in
Yes,
there?
I already sent you. And
okay,
I already sent you.
Okay, I've seen that. I just wanted you to say it on the thing, on the record.
Thank
So the problem that you've got 1160 then what is that the slave tokens have been going into a pot and that you've not been able to discharge your charges out of it.
I have not been, there is nothing. There is nothing.
But
Literally.
if she's used it for 24 exemplifications.
But she hasn't, because the trust doesn't know about these 24 exemplifications.
Right.
The trust has no idea because these people have not informed. They've kept non-disclosures from the trust, which is why we're talking about the 22304 exemplification.
Got you.
When it does not make sense having 22 MOVs who are not even trained to be there. They just had they didn't come onto one Zoom. All they had was training from 3035 on a Telegram group, of which nobody has any clue what the hell she was saying. At least I don't, because I refuse to go on there, because I refuse to be party to that bullshit. But she's not teaching anyone about ULCT. So all she said was, she told me.
You can't, wait. You can't say that you didn't go there and witness something, but you know what it was. You can't do that. Nobody can.
I didn't.
You either went in there and you knew what was said, and that's why you decided not to go.
I'm just going off of the pictures that I saw of the evidence that was provided for the MOR that was had of the first video that I put up, where I stopped crediting them, because it's been 3 years since I've been asking them to shut the Telegram groups and have people come onto the Zoom calls. But they didn't do that even once.
Okay, so let's move the 3035.
I mean, 22304 doesn't want to stand surety to himself. They spend contributions that we don't have. I don't know how they're even getting there. Some of them are exemplifying in trains as well, but there's no 10% coming into the community pot that I can see. Why? Because 3035 tells me, oh, nobody knows what's happening to those contributions. Well, there have been none. Where are those contributions from these people?
3035 never asked anything about accounting till today.
Because you're the one that's been creating all the divide.
That's, you can say.
There's one community pot. Everyone knows there's one community pot. Why did you have to create another one?
No, that's the second sentence. First sentence.
Why did you have to create another one?
First, that I have.
Why wasn't it all coming into the community pot so that we could all...
Let her answer. 3035, can you answer the question?
Because for any exemplification, kindness pot doesn't have money anytime. I asked for accounting, for people did ask for accounting, and they sent me how much money they have sent to kindness pot, and some people have sent a little big amount for mortgage also. And 1160 said that I am not obliged to give accounting, but 3035 did not ask for accounting.
I'm asking you, can you account for why did you create a secondary account?
Because we did not get anything from kindness pot when we go for exemplification.
Right, so in order for you to do your exemplifications, you were told that there was no money in the pot.
He said that there is no money, but there are accounts are coming, that money is going to the account.
Right, so you've got evidence to say that there was money going to the account, that when you went there to ask for the charges for the exemplifications to be discharged as costs, you were told that there was nobody sending any.
Yes.
Okay, so have you got the evidence of those? We're not going to put it up on here.
Yes, I will send you. I have one PDF file made long time back, which I will send you.
But okay, so now you've just said that 3035 was not asked to do any accounting, but you've just able to provide all of these accounts to me now?
Because Minister MOS are pouring all the evidences to me to take charge, and I said 010 is not here, and if 1160 is not giving the consent, how can even I talk to 1160? And you know what was the sentence we were used to use? Who is gonna bell the cat?
Who is gonna what?
Who is gonna bell the cat? Means who is go and talk to 1160 because he talks every time in the abusive language.
Right.
Who will go to 1160? Nobody
That's
wants.
such bullshit, man.
There must be a trail, right? Somebody has asked for some kindness credits to facilitate an exemplification. It has been denied, and they still went ahead with that exemplification, which was recorded in the trust, right?
Yes, I have sent that account to.
But we are being told that there is no exemplification that is told to the trust.
Hold on, 1540.
So,
I know that when
who's that? Who's that? Who's talking? 15 what?
49.
49. Thank you.
15,
Right. So 1549.
because the money, the amount is going in 349's account. So when we went to Odisha exemplification, we asked, then he said, okay, I am giving you some money. I said, whatever.
Before that, I'd like to clarify one thing, because this precedes this precedes all of that. This precedes all of that. This precedes all of that. Just because this precedes all of that, what were you told on the phone before you decided to go on your own?
I have recording of that also.
Please share it then, because I categorically remember telling you that they're going to handle their own exemplifications. They're going to stand surety to themselves. And the trust will do the paperwork in the background, and we'll do all the calls and everything. We'll stand surety to them, but he is the one who has to stand surety to himself for the debt that he so created while he was in commerce.
Well, I'll tell you what you're not getting. I'll tell you what you're not getting for 4 kindness credits. You're not getting somebody else to go behind the door for you anymore. Let's get that on the record. Right, there are not enough slave tokens on this rock in circulation, hypothesized, that can discharge those charges. And that is the reason why we did and succeeded what we did, because we stated on the claim form, how much will this cost? It is priceless. And what is going on here is the belief that you need some slave tokens to do this. That's the biggest one for most people to get rid of. And that causes the liabilities, because you all believe that you need slave tokens to do this with. You do not. You need your trust in universal law, that whatever it is that you need, you will be provided with in ways that you could never possibly imagine, because you simply cannot know how this is going to pan out. If there are some people using slave tokens and saving slave tokens, and they want somebody else's assistance with paperwork and, let's call it, advocacy, then while we're pulling the people out of the slavery system to whatever degree they're prepared to come, then there is the 10% of whatever it is that you save to be put into a pot. If anybody expects to be able to use any of this without a fair exchange, you're out. Do not expect to get anything more than what it is that you've put in. Have we got anybody who can prove a claim that they have put in more slave tokens than they've got out as a benefit to what it is that has been created around them? Can everybody not see the benefit? Or is everybody just focused on the slave token conversion pot? Because that's where the likes of Dijon and the common law hover.
Okay, so I have people on here right now that can show you that they have not contributed the 1% to the trust as yet, which is absolutely fine because they don't have it. And I never pressed anyone for it because I thought they'd do it on their own. But that didn't happen. Okay, but we have 11672, 11671,
Slowly, I'm writing it.
11668.
116
72, 11671, and 11668.
Okay.
Okay, so these three are doing the exemplifications and they're doing it absolutely fine without anyone going there to stand surety to them, except for three MOVs that won for 7 or 4 MOVs that won for 7-1 months ago that were in the vicinity. Not that we were getting people to have flight tickets and stuff like that, because that's an unnecessary expenditure. We only needed 4 people. They got taken to the police station because I was on the phone with them. They got taken to the police station and were left in a 1.5 hours with only Minister MON. I have posted a picture of the letter that was sent from the bank with Minister MON on it.
What somebody? Well, I don't understand that. Somebody's used Minister MON at the bank.
No, the bank has you check the message. Check the messages.
010. There is
Just keep 1 second, 300.
no,
Please.
hold on. You said
Just
so.
hold on. I'm just
on.
let her see this.
Let's just keep on one.
Hold on.
Let's just keep on one track at a time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Just
Yes.
let her see all of that, please. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, you had your opportunity.
010. When I speak, you're speaking over me. When you speak, you can't. You don't let me.
Look, I get. I hear you.
Okay, so
I can't see any of these messages you're talking about in the chat.
Okay, so basically and 7-1 can explain it. 7-1, are you there?
I can't see anything in the chat. What you're saying?
I've sent 3 pictures in the chat. Should I share my screen?
For some reason,
I'll share my screen and show you.
Before I know what is on it.
In the meantime, 010, can I make a request to arrange one Zoom, and I will make all this audio clipping available where he told me to go to Odisha exemplification, which he is denying right now.
No, I said that there's no need to go, but if you want to go, then you can. This is a 1529ism.
1160. Stand the fuck down, would you?
Yeah. So, because it's a long...
So it's 3035. Hang on a second.
Yes.
This is the answer to your question is yes. Thank you. That would be very helpful. And I would like that. And you can do that. The problem is that you have to give me short notice. It has to be done in short notice. Otherwise, we just don't get connected on the Zoom links.
But what I will first, I will make an Excel sheet of everything. I will send you the Excel sheet when it is ready, and then I will tell to come on to Zoom, and we will play everything over there.
Okay, we'll do that. And so 1160. You were then speaking over that bit. What were you? You had a response to that.
I said that it's just like 1529 said after you said, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. He still wanted to do it. You said, okay, go ahead and do it. That's exactly what I said to him. And the recording will show the same thing.
See, these things have changed. He called...
The recording will show the same thing, 3035. Just show,
wait a second. Just wait a second. If this
just like you made a false claim about this recording that you made us here.
This is not about going over the same thing, which is the reason why we're here, is for a misunderstanding, as it sounds to me. It sounds like misunderstanding, and I refuse to see anything else out of it other than that, because there's no evidence. There's none of it is evident. There's other than doubt. The only thing that's evident here is doubt, and that doubt has been fed into the community, because you weren't like this when I last talked to you all. So, and the only thing that's happened in the middle of all of that is slave token pot. Can you not see?
Yeah, but I didn't even take anything from anyone. Okay, 1 second. So she's talking about 11686. I can send you everything that I have with him. All the paperwork was sent.
भाई
He actually went and evicted the police officers that he had by mistake let in. When he called me, I told him to chuck them out. 10 minutes later, he chucked them out, and he secured his property with all the documents in place on the gate and everything with the board and all of that. Then they came, then they came while he was out of the house, broke into his house, and then he took possession right after that again. And he hasn't spoken to me ever since. And she's making false claims that they've been trying to get in touch with me for 6 months.
भाई
She's the
Is he
one
still?
making all the
Can I
false
just?
claims.
Is he
1160
on the
आपकी
call?
कहानियों से सच नहीं बदलने वाला है ऑलरेडी 11694 11686 दोनों का
अरे भाई
सारा कुछ
आपकी कोई
मुझे पता है
कॉन्वर्सेशंस
भाई
हुई नहीं है उनके साथ. You're not
आपके
even
कहने से
involved in
सच
any
नहीं बदलने वाला है
exemplification, and
No,
you're
we
here
are
chatting.
1160. We
Yeah,
were
I have all the recordings, love.
Wait, let
भाई
let
I'll
मेरे
send
सब
somebody
you.
कुछ
let
है
him.
हमारे सामने
Let can
Hmm.
somebody
आप अपने
if
आप से झूठ बोल
somebody's
रहे हो अभी अपने
speaking
आप से
hold on,
Uh,
hold on.
just because, okay, where's the
if
valid proof of
somebody's
claim?
speaking in a language I can't comprehend.
Yeah.
Can
Yes.
somebody at least have the
He's saying
decency before
1160
I
you?
is
am
lying.
very sorry I am very sorry 010 I am very sorry but he is making a false he is
He is
avoiding
lying,
the
Yeah,
is what he's saying.
truth
I'm
he
lying,
is avoiding the
basically.
truth
right.
1160 is avoiding
And
the truth
who is
Yeah.
this who's speaking now?
778.
This is
0.
Sorry, just one in
777 870.
the
And this is
77780 again.
No,
Right, well, hang on a second.
7870.
They've got a little issue with this. So 777
no
870.
77870.
Oh God, who chose that number? Not
It's
me,
just the
that's for
series.
sure.
It's just,
And
I
that
know.
is
The number.
the problem.
I had told
This
2078 to just give these numbers as temporary numbers in the ledger
okay,
that
I
he
get that. You
was
told
I
me
do
that.
not know
maintaining,
I
and
don't
that's
know
it.
I
I
had
know
told
you don't know. I know you don't know
मुझे
because you
खाली
are not,
इतना बताया गया था कि
because
ये
you're
जो
not
नंबर है
trusted,
डबल
because you
सेवन
cannot
एट सेवन
trust
जीरो ये
yourself.
010 से आया है भाई
अरे
मुझे
भाई,
खाली इतना बता सुन
that
तो
is
लीजिए
all your
भाई
misconceptions.
प्लीज
Okay,
Yeah, but
please go
I
and
प्लीज
tell you
clarify
प्लीज
this
what,
with
प्लीज
2078.
I'm gonna stop
प्लीज
this, and I'm
प्लीज
gonna put the
लेट
fucking phone down
लेट
in
मी
a
स्पीक
minute, right? Because you have not given me the comprehension. You're speaking, and you're answering 1160, and instead of you
010
translating for me
010
like I've asked you
I'm
to,
That's
I'm
all he
very very
said.
sorry 010
what did you
I'm very very
say?
sorry
760, let
He
him.
said that
I
I'm
still don't know
lying.
what he said.
010 I'm very very sorry very
It's
sorry
not your
I'm
problem.
I'm
Listen, it's not.
disturbing I am disturbing but please listen to me please
I'm
जो
trying
यहाँ पे
to get
बोला जा
somebody
रहा
to
है
translate what you're saying.
जो यहाँ
I will
पे
try.
जो यहाँ पे बोला जा रहा है अभी जो
Okay.
मेरा नंबर है जो नंबर को लेके बात चल रही है तो मुझे खाली इतना बताया गया था कि 1160 ने यहाँ पे सबको नंबर देने से मना किया 010 ने खाली जो लास्ट मीटिंग जो आपके रिजल्ट जाने से पहले जो मीटिंग हुई थी उसमें ये ऑलरेडी जो हाइफन वाले नंबर अपडेट हो चुके थे और उसमें मुझे ये 77870 का नंबर मिला था
Okay. What he's saying, see, first 1160 said those are the temporary numbers given to 2078.
Yeah, I've got that box ticked. I
Number,
get that.
he is saying that the number was updated, that 116033 number should be given 77870, but he was not given because 1160 stopped 2078 to give that number to anyone.
Then
And
how is he using it?
I'm telling you,
I
after
have I have
he made
I have valid proof of claim
yes, you have valid proof of claim. We will make the claim in the list afterwards. 2078 started to give that number back again when he was made out of trust, and 2078 told me that he is sending the list 2010 every month. 010.
और
And he's
मुझे
also got
मुझे
another
ये नंबर
series of
मुझे
double
मुझे
four.
1160 प्लीज मुझे ये नंबर आपकी मीटिंग में जो जूम मीटिंग में जाने से पहले मिल चुका था
Yeah, but these are
तभी
you
मैंने
got a temporary number. You're,
please यार.
When you get a
You are my
temporary
brother.
number, when you get a
You are
temporary
my brother.
number,
You are my brother, not my enemy.
I cannot trust you in whatever you say. Thank you.
okay,
I
that's
don't
up
know.
to somebody. That's the point,
That doesn't
right?
matter me.
And 7870, we have to respect that if 1160 doesn't feel that he can trust you, that's his prerogative. It doesn't mean that you're out of universal law community trust just because somebody who is calling themselves minister of an event doesn't trust you. But what I'm trying to get to, this number 77870 is one that you made yourself with it.
No, it was given by 1160. But 1160 is saying those.
Oh no, she's again misconstruing it.
Wait, okay, so
3035, you have absolutely no. Okay,
Please.
listen. 1 second.
Can I
1
just,
second.
instead of two other
Can I
people
just?
answering the question, I'm asking
Because I'm the one. I've already.
77870. Where and who gave you that number, please?
2078.
2078 gave you that number. Thank you. Right. And that was a temporary number, which is the answer to the first question. If then
0
when
and 0,
1160,
I don't know.
yeah.
0 and 0, I don't know what was happened and what is happening.
Yeah.
But
most of us
he told me.
He
He
absolutely
told me.
does not know.
Yeah, but we're trying to work that out. Let's be arrogant and pretend that we know.
No,
what's
I'm not
happening,
being
because
arrogant.
none
I'm
of us
just saying
got
that
an idea.
he doesn't even know what's happening, and he wants to make claims about things that he has no clue about because he hasn't done any due diligence over here about anything.
But I hear many
And there's no
many
contributions.
evidence.
Where are your
Just a second.
contributions since you got your AOC?
You did
What did
many
I
things
do?
against the trust. You did many things
Wait a second.
against the trust.
77870. You just said to us all that you don't know what's happening. Yet
Sorry,
then you
sorry,
come
0 and 0.
with a
Sorry, I will
claim.
not speak. I will not speak
Hang
now.
on. And then you come with a claim and you say that the 1160 is breach of trust. But one of those two things can't be true. Either you do know what's going on and you know what it is that you're doing, or you don't know what's going on. But you can't say, I don't know what's going on, but I know that he's doing something wrong.
When he hasn't put in any of his contributions, he's put in one contribution a year back or something like that. Where's the rest of your contributions?
010. I am the.
मैं 010 को जो अभी बोल रहे हैं मैं नहीं समझ पा रहा हूँ.
Keep quiet.
कृपया मुझे बताइए जो 010 ने अभी बोला.
3035. What do you want to say?
I am the witness that 77870 from last 6 months continuously on exemplification, the Kurukshetra thing, he got abducted. He did the exemplification, came out. The case was Universal Law Minister versus state. Standing.
Sorry, wait.
He was the one.
He was the one that did what?
The exemplification of Kurukshetra. I shared with you the judgment.
Yeah, and and what happened? Listen, don't. Okay, I'm not going to judge it. So you're saying that 77870 did an exemplification. He was banged up, got arrested. How long was that for?
He got arrested for 3 days when he got in front of magistrate. There were 12 Minister MON, including 3035. On that very day, this case was squashed.
Okay, and his case was squashed. What are you saying?
Okay, see, we went to save the trees. 3 of the Minister MON went to save the trees because there are thousands of trees they were cutting the jungle. To save the jungle, we went over there with all our notices and everything. 3 of the ministers got abducted.
Yeah.
Okay, all of 3 were abducted. For 3 days they were detained. On 3rd day, around 3:30 p.m., They were brought to the court. 13 Minister MON, including 3035, were there. The case went till 7:30. Ultimately, the case was quashed. They put the bail bond. We did not put any bail bond amount. The state put the bail bond, but they have released them. But the case
right. So okay, one question. What was the name in the bail?
In the Minister MON.
Yeah, there you go. Right. So here we are now. This is what they've been getting you to do. And 35, you need to stop right now. Right? What I explained to you right at the beginning, what was it? That they wanted 1 of us, 3 of us, 10 of us, 20 of us, 22 million of us. I'm going to finish this, right? I'm finishing what I'm saying here. They wanted us to go in there and give them the right of use of Minister MON. And we have got people coming at us left, right and centre. Some people who've been with us a long time, some people who've just come out of the blue. They pick up the Minister MON, they go in there and they give the state the right of use. That was all right in 2021, 22, 23, but I tell you what, it's not okay in 24, 25 and onwards. Because if you can't see what it is, you can't, can you not see what that is?
Sorry, 010. No, actually, I am wrong here. Minister MON didn't do the bail bond. There was no name on it.
What? So they just issued the bail for an empty space?
Yes.
हमें वहाँ पे जज के ऑर्डर पे जबरदस्ती पुलिस वालों के कहने पे 5 लोगों ने हमारे अंगूठे लगवाए थे जी.
And they put the.
One second. What he's saying, I'll translate what he's saying. He's saying that 5 police officers came and they forced the thumbprint of all of these people on the paper. That's what he said. Translation.
ऑलरेडी मैंने 010 को टेस्टिमनी भेजी हुई है भाई. जो भी हुआ था वहाँ पे ऑलरेडी मैंने टेस्टिमनी 010 भेज रखी है. जज के ऑर्डर पे पुलिस वालों ने हमारे साथ में जबरदस्ती की और हमने उसको जब जज को सारा कुछ है ना मैंने मुंह पे बोला है ये अनलॉफुली आपके ऑर्डर पे हो रहा है.
On that thumbprint, they managed to put stamp. All 3 of them.
और हमने वहाँ पे स्टैंप लगाई. ट्रस्ट की जो सील है हमने लगाई थी. तो जज ने सवाल उठाया था. आईओ ने जवाब दिया कि ये तो हर जगह पे ये सील ही लगा रहे हैं. हम साइन नहीं कर रहे थे. कहीं पे साइन नहीं किया हमने.
You're very so organized to be able to have the privilege of being able to first put your thumbprint on a piece of paper and then be given your stamp to stamp over it. Did you not really think that they were slightly over obliging there? How did you get your seal?
How dare you did not pay attention? How dare you did not inspect them very well? How did they manage to bring the seal in the court?
How was it in the police station? Who gave the seal? Who and the police gave you the seal to put on your thumbprint? Are you telling me that?
Yes, it happened in front of me.
I am telling you that is why would you stand there and let them do that?
The judge was got mad when I put the seal on paper.
The judge is what?
She got mad at IO and the inspector over there. How come they brought the seal inside the court?
I think you've just done your own pantomime performance, but it's fortunate that this is what I said at the beginning.
And there
let me explain this to you. Right, let me just explain this. So the bail, so you entering into contract, here we go. We've got a blank piece of paper. We're not going to put our thumbprints on there, but you're going to beat me up, and so I do. And then I've got a seal, and I'm allowed to put the seal on there as well. Do you not think that they wanted you to give them the right of use of Minister MON, perhaps?
Please explain in Hindi.
He's saying कि कहीं पर उसने आपको राइट ऑफ यूज तो नहीं दे दिया आपने मिनिस्टर एमओएन यूज करने का सिस्टम को?
देखिए
No.
हमने कहीं भी अथॉरिटी सिस्टम को दी ही नहीं थी।
We
And
didn't
then
put
to
any
make you,
authority to system.
and then to make you think, oh,
मैंने
it's not a good thing. It's not. So then I've got my other puppet out, and I get my judge out, and I make the judge.
मैंने तो
And I
ऑलरेडी
make the. Wow, I'm going to speak over me as well, are you?
17870
Sorry.
So then we've got the judge that then comes out and they say, right, okay, we need to make it look great for this Mickey Mouse court. So I'm going to now shout at my police and say, how dare you? Who gave them this? Who gave the seal to them? And you go, oh yeah, that's it. We've done it now. The
No.
thing is, when what I said at the beginning, if somebody comes along, picks up the minister title, and they enter it into a contract, and they put Minister MON into the system and give them the right of use of it, this is what they've been doing. This is what they've been trying to do, and we stopped them doing it. So it's not so much. None of this really matters. I have to tell you, it would have mattered, and that's why they wouldn't let us do it before. Do you see? They didn't want the stamp before. And then when we restored the rule of law and it became that, then they were like, well, okay, now we've restored the rule of law. Now we need to have the right of use of Minister MON because everything that is implied to be behind that title now. Do you know what? It's empty. It's empty as your minds, as empty as your slave token accounts. It's empty. And that is why they weren't able to indemnify themselves on war anymore, because all they had was empty minds picking up legal fiction titles that they thought they had the idea of the right to use it, not right of use, but do I know how to use this right? Right at the point where somebody comes along and says, can you just put your stamp on there? The answer is no. Well, they don't want you to put your stamp on there. You stamp it everywhere. You go against the market. And so the thing is that the people who didn't get that, none of these people that might come or may not come or were there or not, or who were hypothesized as being there to come to try to do this, to pick up the title and then imply that the state has got the right of use of everything that Minister MON was secured upon. They've got nothing out of it because it only ever represented the mind of the party who was claiming the use of the title Minister MON. So it was only ever as indemnified or empty as the bearer of the mind that brandished the stamp or the thumbprint. And so, in all honesty, none of this matters. But it makes sense when you... No, it makes sense when you look at what they had to do. Suddenly, 6 months ago, the India thinks that it's got some kind of... India, the state, it thinks it's got some kind of indemnification to go and underwrite an agreement with Donald Trump.
Please explain it in Hindi. Please, someone can...
Will explain you afterwards.
नहीं आप explain no I'll translate it right now कि जो आपने किया वो indemnification दे दिया डोनाल्ड ट्रम्प को या इस सिस्टम के किसी भी एग्रीमेंट को जारी रहने के लिए जब आपने जो किया वो किया उनके पेपर के ऊपर वो समझा रहे हैं
010
तो मुझे प्लीज कोई बंदा मुझे ये स्पष्ट 010 ने अभी बोला मुझे वो कंप्लीट
कि आपने स्टाम्प
आपने दारू पी रखी है क्या
भाई कुछ नहीं पी रखा प्लीज यार
ओके जस्ट आस्किंग
भाई मैं
1160 is asking him are you drunk? That's what he does.
I'm just asking him a normal question.
This is a normal
because he's sounding like that.
आपकी बातों से देखिए प्लीज डाइवर्ट मत कीजिए
there are some zooms where I've asked people that, oh, have you had your meds today? But we're not the most... If we listen 35, if we were like you are, then we would never have got the results that you've got. You're running around off the back of everything that everybody did as a community together. It worked so well because everybody was so close a knit thing, and we would go and subrogate ourselves for one another because of the closeness that we had, that only needed a little bit of, let's say, 5, 10, 15, 20, 22 people, whatever, concentrated, and it affected 22 million accounts. So we're not always going to, what I'm saying is that when the thing that we had and that we used before, which was a website that had this paperwork on there, was there for a period of time for when it was needed. What isn't needed is arguing over slave tokens, arguing over how somebody talks to somebody else, arguing at all about any of it, discussing it. Okay, and I accept that, you know, I don't speak in a very, what's the word? I speak like 1160 speaks. And so, you know, it's just the way people are. It's not something, it's not done because they want to cause you offense. It's just because that's their right of expression. So, and in the same token, I know that if you said all of these things, you're able to say all of these things to about 1160 because his skin is that thick that he was able to go and stand surety to all of you really over there to do the things that he did in order. So, you know, I get that he's had enough and that he doesn't want to be involved in all the, you know, in having to be such back into.
If I was a drinker, can I not stop drink?
Are you asking me?
I have no drink.
Are you asking me?
Yeah, he's asking you that once upon a time he used to drink, but he has left everything. Now he doesn't drink at all. I am the witness. 3035 is witness of it. 3035, 1160 told him, "Are you drunk?" 010, I have to tell.
Did that hurt your feelings? That was just a
Hold
normal
on.
question.
1160, don't speak in between.
Oh, I don't think you're going to tell me when to keep quiet and when to speak.
Oh, can
Okay?
I speak? You don't
Yeah,
let
you
me.
can. You can reserve your right to speak, but you won't tell me to shut up.
Thank you. 010, now let me tell you. When he used abusive language, every time he is drunk.
Oh, me? You're talking about me?
When actually that's all
You're
the
talking about me?
extension people came.
Are you making a claim against me again?
Hold on. That
No, I'm asking you, are you making a claim that I am
please,
drunk
brother,
when I abuse?
please, bhai, please.
I'm
बोलने दो सबको।
clarifying a question. Can you please
भाई,
clarify what you meant
you are
by that?
manipulating. You are
77870.
manipulating now.
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to
You are
3035.
manipulating now. You are manipulating.
Asking a
Please stop.
question.
Please stop,
I'm asking
brother.
a normal
Please stop.
question.
You are
You
not
need to
my
stop.
enemy. You are not my enemy.
And neither are you mine. I'm just asking a simple
Please,
question for clarification. Can you please
just
clarify
just
what?
please, brother.
See, this is what they do.
Have you
Let's
been
say
drinking?
someone
Yes
others.
or no?
Let's say someone others.
Have you been drinking? It's a simple question. Do you want to ask me? To show you how neutral it is, a question. It's got nothing, there is no power to it apart from the pish that you feel in the answer that you've got to answer the question. Do you want to ask me the question? 3035. Do you want to ask me what you are offended by 1160 asking somebody else? Ask me.
Actually, he is asking, yes, once.
No, you are asking me, have I been drinking?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. 7780, you are asking you, that's why I'm asking you. He's asking, yes, once upon a time, I used to drink. Now I don't. Once upon a time drinker, can it not be possible that he is today is a non-drinker? He is in front of everyone, he's drunk.
Okay, ditto. If anybody wants to ask me the question, ditto. This is the truth. No problem speaking the truth. And no problem asking for it either.
All I wanted to know was when 3035 said right now that whenever he abuses, he's drunk, is that a claim that you're making against me? That's all I'm asking. Is that what you're saying, 3035? That I'm drunk every time that I abuse?
That's why.
If you can't, if you want,
I didn't ask you
if you
77870. Mute yourself.
if you want, भाई
30,
I didn't
35,
हिंदी
ask
बोल रहा
you.
हूँ
30,
और आप
35
चाहते हैं
was
तो मेडिकल
directed
टेस्ट आप करा सकते हैं भाई
3035,
77870.
he's
मेडिकल
part of
टेस्ट
your
में आ
group. Tell
जाएगी
him to
7
mind himself then.
stop. Yes. So
There you go. Now he stops. There you go.
around at the 9 o'clock when the Zoom starts, okay, the drunken voice with the Biju language, which can be heard.
Who are you
Now,
talking about?
if you ask,
You is talking about 1160.
She's talking about. That's all I wanted to clarify because she hasn't said it.
010 ask that give the valid proof of claim that that recording is with 1549. Clearly, for 40 minutes, he was abusing completely. People paid money, slave tokens, to come to the Zoom because he does not do Zoom freely, except that MOR.
What?
Except MOR1, it was freely available.
No. I'm
How
sorry.
much?
I had many
3035.
Zooms, and those are also recorded as well, where
Okay.
I asked people to contribute because we needed a little bit of contribution just for our families, not for me.
Yeah, 3035.
And that's it. That's all I've asked
I didn't
every single time. But I've got not one single one KC as well from the people that were on the group. And that's why I stopped crediting them. And that's it. Because if they have no return on energy invested, then how do they expect anything to be returned to them when they're not willing to do it for anyone else?
Listen,
It's
we
a
could all
simple
go and get
point.
ourselves really great
भाई
capitalistic punchy jobs. Cyan Jones.
Yeah, exactly.
भाई 1160 दारू पे आपने मेरे को बहुत गालियां बकी व्हाट्सएप कॉल पर मैंने आपको बहुत गालियां बकी इसका मतलब ये नहीं मैं आज ही पिए हुए हूँ
I haven't spoken to you a lot on WhatsApp, man.
Okay.
I don't know what you're talking about. Please bring the evidence for that.
भाई
Okay,
आप
so
सच को
she's
सुनने की
gonna.
हिम्मत नहीं आपके अंदर हिम्मत नहीं है सच को सुनने की यार
010, let me speak.
Yeah.
Okay, if both can for the moment can get quiet. दोनों चुप हो जाइए 1 मिनट के लिए. 010, it's not the matter of taking Casey or not. If you are taking Casey to come, and we will talk about ULCT, we will talk about the exemplification, we will talk about the standing surety, we will talk about all these things. And
then we will produce a document that is adding to the administration of the law with a load of legalese in it, 3035. And that has got to be nipped in the bud.
And I got the point, 010.
Right.
Yes.
Okay, so
And now we have.
let's have that out now.
Yes.
Let's have.
We have 22382. We have 22413.
He doesn't
Also part of the meeting right now.
But he knows what I'm going to say.
Oh, please continue.
Thank you. Okay. So people paid around 23 or something. Okay. Came, paid slave tokens for 40 minutes. We had abuses. Next time, everyone asked me 3035. Why did you tell us to go to the 1160? I said it's okay. It's a benefit of doubt. Next time he will be okay. They again put the slave tokens, and he talked about give the slave tokens on the return on investment. That recording I have with me. Okay, after that I started to make recordings. Okay, on 3rd Zoom, it happened the same thing. On 4th Zoom, only 4 Minister MON put the slave tokens. I asked 1160, are you going to have a Zoom? He said, only 4 MONs have put the slave tokens. Do you think I'm going to put my energy for that? And after that, Zoom has been stopped.
Right. And so in June, the Zooms, the minister training stopped.
Yes.
And do you admit that you were performing them drunk?
No, not at all.
Okay, just asking.
Because that's as ludicrous as the claims that they're making.
You see that, yeah, and if there's not a problem asking the question because there's not a problem answering it, you see how he laughed instead.
Because he's talking bullshit.
It didn't. You see the difference. This is what this is about, is exemplifying the difference. 77870. We just asked the same question to 1160 that he asked you, and he laughed. And I'm not upset. So 3035 is, it's like you taking offense on where there's none needed. There's none there until you take it as offensive. Something's not offensive unless you take it as such.
Nothing is offensive here. It's just a matter of contract, because when you are taking a consideration, you have to put the value for them. That was the simple.
I already put the value in. All right. That is what you guys are returning an investment for, not for me, so that I can send it to 010 for her family as well. All right. This is not for me. Do you get it? This is for the community. The fact that you don't get any of that, I don't. Can I reserve my right to speak? Can I reserve my right? I'm speaking to 3035. I don't remember addressing you at all.
Who is you?
Whoever he is. Speaking in the middle for no rhyme or reason.
We've got to remember about you and your and
me.
Yeah. Right. So come on,
just saying.
I'm glad I put that disclaimer up at the beginning about us setting the standard and the bar, and the new the new requirements that are to be put into the universe for us to have as a platform for a valid method of remedy.
I'll just send kindness credits all the Zoom meetings as well that we had, so that meaning I know you don't want to go through all of that, but just to clarify, you won't have to listen to it for long, because it'll all be clear once we send you those recordings as to what exactly happened.
Yeah,
because,
but it's not
because like she's claiming that there were slave tokens put in for the meetings, there were none put in. The links were sent to them to come on to the training so that we could train them to handle the exemplifications. And if they could contribute, and how much ever they could contribute, I've never said 4 KC. I've said, if you can contribute 1 KC, if you have it, then contribute. If you don't have it, then it's okay. We'll still do it, because your contribution of just standing surety to yourself is more than enough for the trust. But I just have a family to feed, and therefore I require some, and therefore you require.
Otherwise, we can all go away and go and work in the corporate slutty game and earn 300 grand a year for not even getting out of bed. This is but at the same time, if people don't feel that they're getting a decent exchange, then they've also got the right to reserve whether they want to reinvest in that. So the feedback, if people have gone, there's 24 on there, and then we did this at the beginning to weed the people out. Just remember that 3035, that of all of the people that we've had over the years, and all of the different areas, and how we purposely 1160 is doing exactly what I trained him to do, which is to filter out the dross and how these people behave. Then when they're faced with that, it tells you, it's like the algorithm, it's like the logic, that if that box is ticked there, then the doors open, and go and bitch about me on multiple platforms in multiple implied jurisdictions. I really don't give two hoots, because for those kinds of minds, and it will be those kinds of minds that suddenly appear, and all very conveniently they end up with a seal in the middle of the police station where no seals. You imagine what they were like with us before about even using the name.
010, I'll tell you one thing. Okay, here in the Ajmer exemplification, when we did the exemplification, we did not put any seal over there.
I know we didn't, because they wouldn't. Where? Before?
Before, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, and 11.
They wouldn't let us.
And we didn't put any single exemplification. He got released from the judicial custody at 7:30. Magistrate came at 7:30 and released him. And
you just told me there was fingerprints on a piece of paper with a seal on it.
No, she's talking about something that happened back in 2023, I think.
2000,
Right. I'm talking. I'm talking. Go
2024.
draw a little spiral. Draw a little spiral. But put 2021. There at that point, they wouldn't even use Minister of Event. Then, when they realised what it was, they wanted to use Minister of Event, but they wouldn't let us have this use the seal. Now they want to. They've stacked all of those things up behind all of those charges, all of those claims, all up now behind the title Minister of Event. Unfortunately, they didn't get the right of use of Minister MFM because somebody somewhere knew that there was a cut-off point for claiming to be minister. It is a title of a fabricated construct that was supposed to have dissolved. So whoever it is who thinks that it's a good thing that suddenly we've been able to put a stamp on a document that, or they're asking you, can you put a stamp on that, or give her a seal so she can stamp it? They're telling you that they have hypothesized something about that seal.
All right. And at this point,
explain in Hindi because it's
She's asking, 010, I have one question over here.
Yeah.
When they say put the seal and we don't put the seal. When they say don't put the seal and we put the seal because we are going against them, isn't that the right thing to do?
Not anymore, because you're in the middle of the infinity loop, right in the middle of it. That's why we start, the last is the first and the first is the last, because we're right at that point. None of it matters. That's what I'm trying to get across to you. None of this matters.
Okay. Got that.
Okay, but
which
the
has
last
been
thing,
repeated
the last
on
thing that
numerous
you would
Zooms to
want to
them.
do as a Minister MFN, after doing all of that amazing work and all of those things that you've done up until now, using the templates that you've been given without any adding to it, it would be absolute loss to us as a community for somebody like you to 3035 to drop off the other side and start adding to the administration. So you've got to look at it from my perspective, and 1160 gets it sees this very similar way to the way that I perceive things, and for him that smacks of infiltration, mistrust, adding to the administration of the law. So he's then frustrated with you because you are still doing things that you think that have got value to it, when I'm over here in another spiral dissolving all of that as it doesn't matter, and it doesn't matter. But I don't want to have to keep going back into this construct that people keep resurrecting at Easter every year because they believe that they know something.
Thank you.
You see,
त्रिपाठी जी मैं हिंदी में बहुत कमजोर हूँ, इंग्लिश में बहुत कमजोर हूँ, मुझे नहीं पता क्या आप 010 बोल रहे हैं, लगातार मैं आपको बोल रहा हूँ। अभी लगता है आपको पता है इंग्लिश में मेरी जबान बहुत लटकती है, बहुत ज्यादा लटकता हूँ मैं।
क्या करेंगे इसको?
मुझे हिंदी में एक बार जो भी 010 बोला मुझे प्लीज बता दीजिए एक बार।
वो बोल रही हैं कि अब हमें किसी पेपर वर्क की, किसी ग्राउंड की, किसी स्टाम्प की जरूरत नहीं है, ये भी हमें स्पाइरल के अंदर डालता है, फाइनाइट लूप में डालता है, और इसके बारे में हम बाद में डिस्कस करेंगे। ठीक है
जी
जी, थैंक यू।
लेकिन यहाँ पे एक बात जरूर कहूंगा, मैंने या फिर वो दोनों मिनिस्टर जो साथ में थे वहां पे किसी भी तरह से ज्वाइंटर नहीं किया था जी। जज ने जबरदस्ती पुलिस वालों को ऑर्डर देके 5-5 6 दिन ने हमारे अंगूठे लिए थे।
Yes, he said that any of Minister MON did not do joinder. The 5 of the police officers came, took the thumb and pressed thumb over there, and we did not do that. And they have actually screamed that to the magistrate that in front of your court they are doing the terrorist act, and you are watching it and you are giving it the order to them.
Why aren't you arresting them?
जज के ऑर्डर पे होता और 7-9 की तो हमारी पिटाई भी हुई है।
That's what actually these ministers said, that we missed that point. We should have arrested her. That everyone are learning 010.
Only something that has been repeated to you over the last 4 years.
Yeah,
Okay,
but also
and you can't you can't say I didn't know.
It's not that they didn't know. They're saying he's saying that he did know. We've got one that without being rude, that says that he doesn't know, but he does know, and it's this. The people who believe that they know something will be their own downfall. What I'm trying to establish is that there is nothing that counts for minds who believe that they know something.
Yes, thank you.
Right, that's all. So even if we've got 22 million people running around, or 7.5 billion people running around thinking they know something now, that amount of knowing falls through the gap because the whole structure is set up to unknown. And they've had to, so effective is it that we've been, that they've had to create a column in a ledger book called the unknown. They've had to have huge meetings about indemnifying themselves under force majeure because we've given them empty vessels. Whether that's a mind of somebody who's running around saying, I'm Minister, I'm a Ven, and put my thumbprint here and a stamp there. It's dissolved because it stands for zero. They've got 0, 0, 0. And they can only have one thing when it's right. They understand the people, the mind, the collective consciousness comprehends the right use of that one thing, whether that be one fraction of a second of time or any rights that might have been hypothesized off the back of that. Even that, right the way back to that 0.1 fraction of a pulse of light, that we call, extend it for 12 hours, 24 hours, call it a day, extend it for 14 of them, call it a fortnight, call it a contract. All of that is just in on itself now because unfortunately when it came to the crunch of the mind that they needed to have the assignment of consent to them, they didn't get it. And that's why it's all imploded. So none of anything that anybody's ever done in this scenario has really made any difference to what was already going to happen anyway, because of everything that we did before we got to this reverse of the spiral point. And we had to leave you there. We had to break away from you all at that point, because otherwise we were going to be compounding more of the same. And so that's why I believe that 1160's got is knickers in a twist, like I do too, about people adding to it and then running around, and then there's all of the division just over simple words.
Yes.
In the end, we're all saying the same thing, but then we can pick out a word where, like we did at the beginning, deliberately, or we can't say that somebody did something deliberately. Only they know that, don't they? And so it's all down to we all know whether we put our contribution into our community or not, and we're all now going to reap the rewards or the harvest of whatever it is that we planted in this time that we secured Her Majesty's government and restructured everything, which is only just now becoming apparent. That we just have to stop pretending that we knew something. That's all. And away goes the angst, away goes the claims, all of that, and the evidence just appears instead. So that's what I wish and hope for you all, that you're going to get to that point where, if the time comes to it and you sit behind the door and they offer you the bail and they drag you out and they pull your hair out and they starve you, and all of that has been done. But if there comes a time that you think that you need to do that, you can say, well, I'm good at this. Why? Because obviously this is what the universe needs me to do right now. And even if it's this, even if it's coming on here and we all had to escalate all of these different little aspects of it to get us to a point where we're on a Zoom having a chat finally at this conjunction, whatever they call it, this portal time, then here we are. It's a good thing. And so if there's people who don't feel resonance with other people, don't force it. Just wipe your mouth and move on. If 1160 doesn't feel that he can trust these people, then he's got his right to do that, and he's got more than a right to say that, just like anybody has. And 3035, if you're this is what they did to us, you see. They're picking me up and taking me out of it all like this. And that's why I had to do it myself, and to cut us off from compounding any of this. And now we're in a place where it doesn't matter. We can talk about it. It doesn't count for anything because they lost the ability to carry forward that which is what they were counting on, which was chronos, which was time. And it is done. And so even the documents, you know yourselves, if it's under duress, it doesn't count. What are they going to try to commit more fraud with something? And if that's what they've intended to do with Minister and event, then I would glad that I'm not them, is all I can say after I've seen what happens to the people.
Thank you, 010. Thanks a lot. Every time you talk to you, one shekel is broken. Thank you.
I don't think she's here right now.
Level 60, it really doesn't matter. In the universe, the message is gone.
Listen, I don't need you to say anything to me. Thank you.
I understand that part. That's what
and the fact is that you don't comprehend anything, and you keep wanting to understand something, and that's the whole problem. But in any case, you don't need to communicate with me. Look, this is you wanted 010 for the MOR, and she's here. Please speak to her. It's okay. I don't need to hear anything. Let her come back. Let her come back.
They cut me off again.
She's here again. At the universe, we the message. 010, I just thanked you. That thank you very much. Whenever you speak something, my one shekel gets broken. As soon as you left, 1160 again started that you don't understand anything. What was he saying?
No, I did not say any of that. You said I understand it. I said the whole point is that you keep wanting to understand, and you don't want to comprehend anything at a certain level. That's it. That's what I said, and now you're lying again. You're making another false claim.
I did hear you say that.
Can I say something?
I did hear you say that.
Don't.
I did hear you say it. Was only me that was muted, not you. You said you don't understand. So let's try another word then. If we're comprehend, let's try and find a word that doesn't cause
That
this.
just lets us be equal, right? All of us. What do you think we're using words for?
7870 wants to say something. 010, he's asking, can I say something?
He can say it once we're completed with what we're saying.
No. Hey, are you speaking on my behalf now?
Yes.
No, not me. I'm saying he's the one. He's interrupting me. That's all.
I'm not interrupting. I'm saying Hindi.
Yes.
Please, someone explain.
Yeah,
I'm saying in Hindi.
Speaking Hindi, I will translate.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what language you're using. Interrupting is interrupting, and he is interrupting. But, however, you've got the same right as everybody else to express what it is you've got to say. So say it.
Say it. 010 is saying, bolo.
किसी को भी अगर लगता है 70 या फिर कोई भी भाई, मैं अपनी बता सकता हूँ ना, तो मैं किसी को यहाँ पे कोई भी ब्लेम दे रहा हूँ, ना मैं किसी को चैलेंज कर रहा हूँ. खाली मैं अपने ट्रस्ट के बिहाफ पे, मैं ट्रस्टी होने के नाते अपने ट्रस्ट को बचा रहा हूँ खाली. और जो ट्रस्ट में जो सिद्धांत हमने आज तक सीखा है, मैं उसको फॉलो कर रहा हूँ. और जो मुझे लगा कि इसने फॉलो नहीं किया है, मैं उस पर उंगली उठा रहा हूँ और उठाऊंगा, हमेशा उठाऊंगा.
Okay. 010, he is saying that means he is not pretending. He is for the trust, and whenever actually people go and put the finger on trust, I will speak against that.
Right. Well, it's your trust that you've got in yourself. That's what you nurture first. And then you go and share that with everybody else. And if you want to give it to somebody, it's yours to give. And if you want to keep it to yourself, it's yours. And if you don't want to even imply that you've got one, you can throw it away and not tell anywhere where it's gone either. And if the king doesn't know where the gold is, he can't claim it.
Yes.
Right. So if we don't make a claim ourselves, then, you know, if we honestly look in the mirror and you go and say, right, okay, I'm going to ask myself, who am I? The answer is unknown. That's it.
Yes.
Why would we still be using titles of ministers or when we've stripped ourselves of them, so that would set the precedence for every other title claimant to strip themselves of the things that they were using as well, and then said to our imaginary foe, hit me with your best shot now. I'm me. How do I spell it? As it sounds. That's it. M-E. Not Minister M. We are me. M-E. Minister M stood for me, to protect me against the system that used hierarchy against me. I don't need it anymore. It's not there. Who am I? I'm looking for that now.
I think unknown is just where you're going to find, everyone's going to find
Gone off
themselves.
again.
So hello?
Pardon?
Audible? I said unknown is where we're all going to find ourselves in any case.
Unknown is where we find ourselves anyway. We knew it was did we know it was unknown? So we know the unknown.
No, that's what the whole point is.
Right. So we can, if anybody wants to, more than happy to send over clips and things like that. But really, I would just like to discharge these charges against whatever it is that anybody has used Minister MFN for, by inadvertently implying that there was some kind of, that it was worth something. It was just a title. And titles don't mean anything. It's that's it. We're all me.
और एक बात, लास्ट बात मैं यही कहूंगा, अगर किसी को लगता है कि मैं गलत हूं तो भाई मुझे बताइएगा।
Yes.
अगर मुझे अपनी गलती नहीं दिख रही, आप लोग बताएंगे तो अपनी गलती की सजा मैं खुद को भी दूंगा।
78700110 ये है, आईने में जाकर के पूछ लो, वो बता देगा सामने।
जी बिल्कुल बिल्कुल। 0101 जो पोस्ट किया था, फेसबुक पे पोस्ट किया था कि भाई आप किस पे उंगली उठा रहे हो, अपने आप को आईने में उठा के वहां पे आईने में जाके देख लो। बिल्कुल, मैं अपने आप को हमेशा आईने में रख के ही देखता हूँ भाई, किस पे उंगली उठा रहा हूँ मैं। मैं ही तो हूँ।
Okay, 010, he is saying that whom am I putting finger on? In front of mirror, he is putting finger on me. So who you are me and me is you. That's what he's trying.
Inspired from a post that you put up.
Yeah, inspired from your post you put up on the Facebook. Yes, 1160.
मेरा कोई दुश्मन नहीं है भाई, मैं मुझे नहीं पता 1160 आप
Man,
क्या समझ
stop
रहे हैं मेरे बारे में।
pretending.
मैं आपका दुश्मन नहीं हूँ, ना मेरे दुश्मन आप हो।
मैं आपको ढोंगी समझ रहा हूँ भाई। I'll say it very
भाई
clearly that
आप
I think
कुछ भी
you're a
समझते
fraud.
रहें, कुछ भी समझते
Yeah.
रहें, मैं आपको कोई कैटेगरी नहीं दूंगा।
010,
I don't think you have the comprehension to say
मैं
anything
नहीं
because you
जानता भाई
haven't
आप मेरे बारे में क्या
comprehended
सोचते हैं, लेकिन मैं
literally.
आपके बारे में कुछ भी नहीं सोचता हूँ,
Okay,
लेकिन जो
so
आज तक हुआ है आपने
when I
किया है
explained
भाई,
when I
प्लीज
explained what we did
अपनी
in
अपनी
Dasna.
अपनी अपनी सच्चाई को सुनना स्वीकार करो।
अरे you don't know my truth, boss. How are you going to tell me the
सब
truth that only
जानता
I
है, मैं नहीं
know?
जानता,
You
आप
don't know
मैं नहीं जानता,
anything.
सब जानते
You
हैं।
don't know anything. Nobody knows anything. You
अपनी
all
सच्चाई
know
को
whatever
स्वीकार करो,
3035
अपने
has told you, and that's about
भाई
it. What
भाई अपनी
3035
गलतियों को स्वीकार
claimed
करो।
is also is also when I came out from Bangalore. After that,
मैं आप पे उंगली
3035
नहीं उठा
went
रहा हूँ,
and claimed. Okay, can I
मैं
complete what
आपके
I'm
ऊपर उंगली
saying?
नहीं उठा रहा हूँ, लेकिन आपके
Can I
ऊपर उंगलियां
claim?
बहुत उठी हुई हैं
Can I say what I'm saying?
Why
आपके
303?
ऊपर।
Can I say what I'm saying? Because you're the one that made the claim that
भाई
1160 does not take care of the trust ever since he got
अरे
out from
वैलिड प्रूफ
Bangalore,
क्लेम इतने हैं,
right?
वैलिड प्रूफ
I'm
ऑफ
not
क्लेम इतने
just
हैं,
please. Can
इतने
I reserve
सबूत
my right to
हैं,
speak? I'm
आपने
reserving
इतनी
my right to
गलतियां की
speak.
हैं, आप
Are
स्वीकार
you
नहीं
going to
कर रहे
speak
हैं,
over me? You're interrupting again
आप हजम नहीं कर पा
when
रहे हैं
it's
उन
not
बातों
even
में जो
about
सच्चाई है।
you. Can you? I've just directed this
आपके
to 3035
आपके मना
again,
करने से
not
सच्चाई नहीं
you.
बदलने वाली है भाई,
ना ही आपके, ठीक है,
आपके
तो आप
डिनाई
चुप ही
करने से
रहें
सच्चाई नहीं
प्लीज.
बदलने वाली
बस
है।
3035 से बात कर रहा हूँ.
मैं
Can
अब
you
चुप
please
हूँ,
let her?
मैं
हाँ
अब
please,
चुप हूँ।
thank you so much, thank you so much. Mute yourself now please, thank you.
Why are you putting finger on me?
So I am, because you made the claim.
But whatever.
How many people have come from Telegram, all of them which are here right now to evidence all of this and to witness all of this, that you said that 1160 is not taking care of the trust ever since he got out of Bangalore, out of the exemplification in Bangalore. Then how did I go into Dasna last year in January? Why did I do that?
010.
When you weren't even there and you were called.
010. I am telling you.
And you want to know how you don't contract? Then there was a release order on some legal titles and ministers MON, and the jailer at the admin office literally went and said, you're not going to say, can I let me complete what I'm saying? Let me complete what I'm saying.
No, you are.
Let me complete what I'm saying. I've been listening to all of you.
Listen
Can
to
you
me.
not let me complete what I'm? No, you're interrupting me now.
I am interrupting you when I'm saying you are speaking over me. What is? I went speaking to 010. Why are you coming between?
I'm not actually.
Let it go.
I'm not actually.
1160.
And you can, this is also recorded. You can replay it. Okay.
Of course.
Yeah, please do that because it's recorded. It'll be sent to you if you can send an email.
भाई किसी को बोलने दोगे?
And no, you said you were going to be quiet now.
प्लीज किसी को बोलने दो।
On recording, you can mind everything. I never said don't record whatever I'm saying.
You don't even want to know how an exemplification went. That just goes to show where your mind
जोर
is.
से बोलने से कुछ नहीं बदलने वाला भाई, मेरे किसी को बोलने दो।
I'm not, just my voice is like that, but I just have a deep and loud voice. You have a problem with that?
नहीं, मैं बोल रहा हूँ, आप बार-बार
You have a
जो
problem with
दूसरा
that?
बोल रहा है,
Do you have a
प्लीज
problem with
सुनिए,
that? You're the
प्लीज
one who is
सुनिए।
yelling. You're
अरे
the one who's screaming.
दारू पी के बोल रहा बंदा है कि उसको सुन तो लीजिए क्लिप।
आप दारू पी के बोल,
आपके बार-बार बीच में
so
बोलने से
you
कुछ
are
नहीं होना।
drunk. So you are drunk. You just admitted that you're drunk.
He is not.
I am
That
not
you've
drunk.
drank.
आपने बोला।
You just said that can you let someone who's
अरे
had drinks
आपने
speak?
बोला तो मैं बोल रहा हूँ, एक पी के बंदा भौंक रहा है, उसको एक बार प्लीज दूसरों को बोलने दो। सबके बीच में टांग उठाने से आपकी बात
so
जो है
you're
ना,
saying that I am drunk
बदलने
now.
वाली नहीं है।
He is not claiming. Let it speak.
What is he saying then?
Let
Can
it.
you?
मैंने सबके बीच में
I'm
बोला है।
speaking to him
सुनिए,
now. So why are you speaking in the middle?
हिंदी में जो मैंने बोला है।
Let others speak also. Let others speak. Give them their turn.
Thank you, Mata. Thank you, Mata.
They have.
But we don't consider you anything.
Okay.
And you're just equal as every one of us. So can you please now just mute yourself as well so that he can speak?
Okay.
We don't need your voice everywhere.
My voice is everywhere in the universe. What can you do? So is yours. And so is acceptable.
Yeah, of course.
No issue.
Okay, any case, this meeting is now over because 3035, sorry, 010 has left or has been cut off.
हाँ भाई, मेरे सच्चाई को सुनने की हिम्मत रखा करो।
No,
जो कि
this is
आपने
आपको
तक
कुछ
नहीं
सच्चाई
है।
मालूम ही नहीं है भाई, आप रहने दो ना, आप प्लीज
हाँ,
आप
तो
प्लीज
मुझे
आराम
नहीं
से अपना
मालूम
जो
है,
भी
किसी को
आप
नहीं
जो भी
मालूम है।
बोलना है आप ईमेल पे भेजिए,
ईमेल
सब
में नहीं
पढ़
भेजूंगा, अच्छा
लेंगे।
बस यहाँ पे बोल रहा हूँ।
मत भेजो। But this
सबके बीच
meeting
में
is
बोल रहा
over.
हूँ।
The MOR was supposed to be for with 010. The MOR
आज
is
तक MOR
over.
हुई नहीं है।
And now
आज तक
ये
MOR हुई
MOR
नहीं
ही
है।
थी, ये MOR ही थी। आप कहाँ पे भटक रहे हो और आप बोलते हो आप कुछ जानते हो, क्या बोल रहे हो?
वो
2238 भी
तो
आ
जो है
रखे हैं
यहाँ
जो
पे
अपने
सबके
आप
बीच
को
में है ना।
1160 बोलते हैं। 22413 भी है जो अपने पॉट में कंट्रीब्यूशंस ले लेके या
आपके भौंकने से ना कुछ
लेके
बदलने वाला नहीं है।
यार तमीज
आपके
से
भौंकने से
बात
कुछ बदलने
करना।
वाला नहीं है।
अबे तू
सबको
भी
पता
भौंक
है।
रहा है ना फिर।
आप अपनी गलती कभी
मैं
स्वीकार नहीं
दिखाऊं कि
करते
तू
हो।
कितना भौंकता है क्या? अरे भैया तुम अपने आप को तो आईने में देख लो यार फिर।
तो मैं तो हमेशा रखता हूँ भाई।
आप नहीं
अपनी
रखते हो
गलती
ना,
कभी
वही
स्वीकार
तो
की है
प्रॉब्लम है।
आज तक अपनी
नहीं
गलती
किया
स्वीकार
है।
की है।
अब
अपनी
कोई
गलती
गलती
मानी है आज
हो
तक।
तो आप अपने वैलिड प्रूफ ऑफ
सारी
क्लेम लेके
गलती की
आओ
है
ना।
भाई। मुझसे पहले काफी लोग हैं जो आपको गलत
लिसन,
बता रहे
दिस
हैं।
इज नॉट
और
अबाउट
मैं
दिस, आई एम नॉट,
वैलिड मैं
दिस
पूरे
दिस
प्रूफ
हैज
के
टू
साथ
गो
में
अप
बोल रहा हूँ।
ऑनलाइन।
मैं पूरे
दिस
प्रूफ
हैज
के
टू गो
साथ में
अप
बोल रहा हूँ। तूने है ना,
ऑनलाइन।
तूने इंडिया में यूएलसी ट्रस्ट की पूरी बैंड बजाई, तूने बजाई है। मेरे पास पूरे
चल
प्रूफ
ठीक
हैं।
है, चल ठीक है,
वन
दे
वन
देना,
सिक्स जीरो
ठीक
क्या
है।
बोल रहा हूँ? मैं गलत नहीं बोल रहा हूँ। सच्चाई
हाँ
के
ठीक
साथ
है,
में बोल रहा हूँ भाई मेरे।
एविडेंस
तूने
एविडेंस
वन
जो
वन
है।
सिक्स जीरो तूने पूरे इंडिया ट्रस्ट में यूएलसी ट्रस्ट की इंडिया में पूरी बैंड तूने बजाई है।
रियली रियली ठीक है,
तू
ठीक है,
अकेला
ठीक है,
बंदा है
ठीक
जिसने
है,
बैंड
ठीक है।
बजाई है इंडिया
बहुत
में।
बढ़िया, जो 010 ने बोला उसको तो आपने बेदखली कर दिया है पूरा का पूरा।
जीरो वन
सो
जीरो ने क्या
आपको
बोला
समझ
मुझे?
में ही
मैं तो
नहीं आ
सबके
रहा।
बीच में बोल रहा हूँ,
हाँ,
मुझे नहीं
आपको
समझ में
नहीं
आया।
मालूम है ना कि क्या बोला है, फिर आप आराम से
तो मैं
रहिए
क्या
ना।
बोल रहा हूँ? मैं सबके
आप
बीच में बोल रहा हूँ ना,
ट्रांसलेट
मुझे नहीं मालूम।
करके पूछवा लीजिएगा 3035 से।
क्या बोलेंगे, वो पहली गलत शुरू हो जाएगी।
ठीक
उन
है,
लोग यही
बस
करने आए हैं,
उतना।
वो लोग वही चाह रहे हैं।
हाँ, सो
बैठे हुए
दैट
हैं वो
इज
लोग,
व्हाट ना, वी जस्ट
टूट
बिकॉज
जाएंगे।
ये रिकॉर्डिंग ऑनलाइन अभी अपलोड होएगा, तो इसलिए थोड़ा just maintain some decency. No one is abusing you, nobody is speaking over you. But I wanted to explain something about the Dasna exemplification, which you people don't want to listen to. So, okay, fine. Already आप लोगों को सब समझा चुके हैं पहले ही। अगर नहीं समझना है कि क्या बोला जा रहा है, तो फिर वो आपके ऊपर है। मैंने ही सब कुछ किया है, वो ठीक है। प्लीज प्रोवाइड वैलिड प्रूफ ऑफ क्लेम, और ईमेल पे भेजो ना अपना सारा का सारा। काइंडनेस क्रेडिट्स को भी भेजो, वो द क्रैश को भी भेज दो, क्या दिक्कत है?
काइंडनेस को जाएंगे भाई, मेरे प्रूफ तो काइंडनेस को ही जा चुके हैं, ऑलरेडी जा चुके हैं।
और आप क्या समझते हो कि वहां से क्या इंडिया ट्रस्ट को नहीं मालूम पड़ता है कि क्या हो रहा है?
बिल्कुल
हाँ,
पता
तो
लगेगा,
ऑब्वियसली
लगना
बिकॉज
चाहिए।
हमारे बीच में कम्युनिकेशन चैनल्स ओपन है ना, हम एक दूसरे को ट्रस्ट करते हैं भाई। वही तो आप लोगों ने बिल्ड करना है, वो आप अगर बिल्ड नहीं कर पाओगे और फॉल्स क्लेम पे फॉल्स क्लेम मारते जाओगे। टू टू थ्री
मेरा
एट तो
ट्रस्ट है
यहाँ
ना,
पे
ना
है
तो
अभी।
आपके लिए है।
अरे
मेरा
भाई,
ट्रस्ट ना तो
आपका
आपके लिए,
आपको
ना
अपना
जीरो वन
ट्रस्ट
जीरो के
थोड़ा
लिए। मेरा
डेवलप
ट्रस्ट
करना
अपने
है
लिए।
अभी, मेरे हिसाब से। बिकॉज जो भी आप अभी बोल रहे हैं वो सब हवा में बोल रहे हैं। ठीक है, आप प्लीज प्रूफ ऑफ क्लेम लाइए।
सारे हैं।
और ईमेल कर दीजिए, बस उतना ही हो गया ना फिर।
सच्चाई थी ना बीच में अभी।
हो गया ना, हो गया ना,
क्यों बीच
आप
में
ईमेल
कट
पे
कर
डाल
दे?
दीजिएगा। और काइंडनेस क्रेडिट्स को ऑलरेडी मालूम है, ट्रस्ट को ऑलरेडी मालूम है कि
आपने तो
किसने किसने क्या भेजा
ऑलरेडी
है, किसने क्या नहीं भेजा है,
आपने तो
किसने कंट्रीब्यूट
ऑलरेडी
किया है, किसने नहीं किया है, कौन से प्राइवेट अकाउंट्स में क्या जा रहे हैं, सब मालूम है। एक 3035 का रिपोर्ट थोड़ी ना है जो नया खुला हुआ है अपने अनजस्ट इनरिचमेंट के लिए। ये 22413, 22382 सारे के सारे लगे हुए हैं।
मेरे ऊपर तो ब्लेम नहीं करो।
और तुम सारे के सारे के ये लिसन, वी हैव एविडेंस अगेंस्ट यू, सो प्लीज
जीरो
स्टॉप इवन
पे जीरो
डिनाइंग
पे
व्हाट
जो
देयर
चल
इज
रहा है ना,
एविडेंस
सुनिए।
फॉर।
1160
ओके।
यहाँ पे पूरा लेजर मेंटेन है भाई।
अरे भाई, किससे सीखा, किससे लेजर मेंटेन करना है, ये बता दो।
आपने नहीं सिखाया मेरे को।
हाँ, तो फिर आप प्लीज आराम से रहिए।
70, एक
ठीक
सेकंड,
है,
एक सेकंड। 1160।
बिकॉज you're gonna wind
Claiming
up
that you
digging a
know,
hole for yourself for no rhyme or reason.
claiming you know everything.
I don't know anything.
थैंक यू वेरी मच। सो मैंने तो आपसे सबको
I don't know anything.
थैंक
Okay,
यू।
I only make a claim for what I have evidence for, and there's enough people over here on here right now that know exactly what you're talking about, that you're making
Okay,
false claims.
okay. Why don't you tell them to speak up?
Speak up, people.
अरे वो
Do you?
दूसरे
Okay.
बोल लेंगे ना,
तो
दूसरे बोल लेंगे तो
अभी
इनकी गलतियां
अभी आप
सामने
क्या
आएंगी,
करो,
वो खत्म नहीं
सभी
होने
के
वाली
सभी
इनको।
71 आप
रिक्वेस्ट,
बताइए,
मैं सबसे रिक्वेस्ट कर रही
99 आप
हूँ,
बता दीजिए,
ये भी
686 आप बता दीजिए, 668 आप बता दीजिए, 668 तो गायब ही हो गए।
बताइए जी, बिल्कुल बताइए, कोई प्रॉब्लम।
प्लीज।
सबको सामने आना ही चाहिए।
नहीं, आपके लिए नहीं आना चाहिए ना, क्योंकि इंफॉर्मेशन आप यूज करके उसको गलत उपयोग कर रहे हैं ना।
वो मैं
वही
गलत,
तो आज निकला है।
जो गलत
प्रूफ
वही तो आज
प्रूफ
निकल
करो,
गया है।
प्रूफ करो, प्रूफ
अरे
करो,
ऑलरेडी आप ही लोगों ने अपनी एडमिट कर दिया है ना कि आप कर
प्रूफ
रहे
करो।
हो, अपने अपने अनजान
अरे
अनजान
प्रूफ करो
दिमाग से
भाई।
आप कर रहे हैं।
अरे
आप
यार,
ही
the
ने
point was, are there any pods running apart from a
Yes,
known pod? Yes or no? Yes, there
yes,
is. Correct. There are
yes,
many pods.
it's running. Still
Okay. Why?
running.
Yeah.
there
That's
you
all.
go.
That's
Thank
it.
you. Thank you.
And so for the Odisha
And
exemplification, why when you had 1 lakh worth of contributions that came in equivalent to kindness credits,
अरे
why did you
हमारा
not
तो
send it to
हमारा
the
सारा
trust
कुछ
pot?
0 पता है भाई।
70
अरे आपका आप उनको वही मालूम है जो आप लिख के दे रहे हो, और वो जो आप लिख के दे रहे हो वो सही है कि नहीं वो तो मालूम ही नहीं है। ठीक है, तो रहने दीजिए।
I think, oh, you are underestimating 010.
Oh no, I'm not.
You are questioning her ability to.
No, I'm not. You're trying to make up stuff now.
Thank you very much.
This is why I called you a cunt.
Thank you. You
Yeah.
called me.
Yeah, this is exactly why.
It's the same thing.
Now you know.
Your mother, what you are calling to me.
I don't need to call. Don't bring my. Who is my mother? Why would I abuse the one that born me? But you're not that. You're right there where you need to be.
So if we are disclosing, so how many can say that they're running their own pots?
What?
I have one.
Okay, 3035.
The community has one. The community has
community
one.
has one pot.
1549.
I contribute in that. How many more pots do we have? Raise your hands or answer, please.
एक पोट मेरे पास में भाई, मैं बोल रहा हूँ। आ जाओ इधर देना।
70 has the pot.
010 दे चुका हूँ भाई, और लगातार दे रहा हूँ। मैं चला रहा हूँ पोर्ट को इस कम्युनिटी का, मेरे पास में है। आप बोलता हूँ हंसने की बात नहीं है, 010 देता हूँ हर डाटा।
Sorry, he gives what? He gives 010.
Yes.
Yeah. He sends the accounting to 010.
No, not accounting. Who does he contribute to?
Everything is. We are not obliged to answer you. Thank you.
Really?
I thought he's sending money or contributions to 010. Is he what?
नहीं, contribution नहीं भेजा है,
the
खाली
account
account
of the
भेजा है भाई।
contributions that he is
हिसाब
getting
किताब
to
भेजा है।
खाली
kindness
account जा रहा हूँ वहाँ पे।
ठीक है। और कोई
खाली account जा रहा हूँ वहाँ पे।
22413, do you have anything to say?
बाकी लोगों के बाकी वो जानेंगे, मुझे नहीं पता।
70.
हाँ, आपको तो वैसे ही कुछ
अपने पूछना, आप शांत रह सकते हैं थोड़ी देर।
70 शांत हो जाओ।
Yeah, now he'll listen because 3035 has said it.
Because I do not.
मैं उनका पपेट नहीं हूँ, 1160
because you're mata.
I'm not a sarcastic.
मैं चाहता हूँ कि दूसरे लोग भी बोल लें।
I'm just like that. I'm just have some fun with it. Don't get your panties in a bunch.
Do we have? Can we know?
Why should you know? Who are
Because
you?
everybody should know. There is a community pot going. So
There
why
is
should we not
this
know?
is a
Are you running a
community.
secret
आज
society?
तक कभी आपने अपना पोर्ट है जो आपका अकाउंट है कभी रखा पब्लिक में?
हाँ, तो आपको चाहिए?
करो ना,
आपको
करो ना।
चाहिए?
अरे पर आपको नहीं मालूम कि आपने कितना कंट्रीब्यूट किया है ट्रस्ट को।
उसकी फाइल चली जाएगी, चिंता मत करो।
आपको नहीं मालूम कि आप लोगों ने जब से आपका असाइनमेंट ऑफ कंसेंट हुआ है तब से कितना कंट्रीब्यूट किया है, चाहे काइंडनेस में हो चाहे स्लेव टोकन्स में हो, इक्विवेलेंट।
भाई मेरे, आप तो मिनिस्टर इंडिया हो, इंडिया ट्रस्ट हो,
मेरे को तो बोल रखा है कि मैं नहीं हूँ ना।
अपना अकाउंट पब्लिक कर रहा है।
अरे पब्लिक क्यों करेंगे जब प्राइवेट? आप लोगों को नहीं मालूम कि आपने कितना भेजा है, वो तो काइंडनेस क्रेडिट्स को जा चुका है ना।
मुझे पता है, मुझे सब पता, मैंने बोला ना।
वो तो काइंडनेस क्रेडिट्स को ऑलरेडी जा चुका है।
कंट्रीब्यूशन किया अकाउंट में, जो पोर्ट के अकाउंट में किया, सारा कुछ है भाई।
तो फिर आप क्या करिए, आप उसका स्क्रीनशॉट लेके बस ईमेल कर दीजिए।
अरे मुझे आपकी तरह रिटर्न ऑफ इन्वेस्टमेंट क्लेम नहीं करना भाई, मुझे नहीं चाहिए।
आपका कौन सा रिटर्न ऑन इन्वेस्टमेंट आएगा भाई, जब आप दूसरों से सीखे हो, दूसरों की एनर्जी को यूज कर रहे हो अपनी कॉम्प्रिहेंशन बढ़ाने के लिए, तो आपका कौन सा रिटर्न ऑन इन्वेस्टमेंट? पहले तो आपने 010 की रिटर्न ऑन इन्वेस्टमेंट देनी है, वो ही हम कर रहे थे, पर आप लोगों को कोई इच्छा ही नहीं है वो करने की,
तो आप होते
क्योंकि आपने कोई इच्छा दिखाई नहीं है अभी तक।
दूसरा कौन? 1160 दूसरा कौन?
I don't know, ask them.
010 नहीं मांगा भाई रिटर्न ऑन इन्वेस्टमेंट। तू होता कौन है और मैं कौन होता हूँ, या फिर कोई भी कौन होता है?
वो भी कोई नहीं होती है।
तूने क्लेम किया है मेरे को रिटर्न ऑन,
वो भी कोई नहीं होती है, पर उसके लिए जिसने पूरा का पूरा स्ट्रक्चर चालू किया उसी के लिए
बोला ना।
नहीं, मजे की 1160 क्या पोलाइटली बात करते हैं जब 010 होती है, जैसे ही 010 गायब होती है 1160 का रूप ही कुछ और होता है।
यही बोला मैंने, मैं आराम से ही तो बोल रहा हूँ। कौन सा रूप की बात कर रहे हो?
रिकॉर्ड कर चुका हूँ भाई, तेरी जो भावना है ना, तेरी जो भावना है,
ये रही रिकॉर्डेड ही है, ये पूरा का पूरा मीटिंग ही रिकॉर्डेड है।
अरे चल रही है अभी, मेरे को पता है।
हाँ, रिकॉर्ड होके ही रहेगा, सब कुछ ही रिकॉर्डेड है।
इल्जाम लगाना है क्या? अरे हेलो आप लोग इल्जाम लगा लो ना एक दूसरे पे, तो सफाई मिल जाएगी। ये उसके बारे में था, आप लोग ऐसा कुछ बोल ही नहीं रहे, आप लोग बस टोन कैसी है और इसी पे क्यों बात करते रहते हो? वो तो कुछ है ही नहीं ना,
नहीं,
I have
वो
a
तो बात
right
हो
to
चुकी
express
है।
myself
नहीं,
freely, yeah.
अपनी गलती
3035. I
हजम
have a
नहीं
right to
करनी
say
है।
whatever I
वो कोई
want. If
बात
it,
ही नहीं है, वो बोल
you're
के गई 010।
responsible.
इस पे मत अड़े रहा करो बच्चों की तरह, वो बोला है उन्होंने।
वाह, हमेशा
Yeah,
से यही किया।
wow.
1160 तूने हमेशा यही किया है, अपनी गलती
That
कभी
was
एक्सेप्ट
that
की
was
अरे
नहीं है।
that
गलती
was
कौन थी? क्या गलती?
1549.
कोई भाई बोलेगा अरे गलती गलती क्या गलती?
एक परिवार के 4 सदस्यों की मौत हुई है, ये गलती
बहुत
1160
लोग हैं
तेरी
भाई
है।
पूरी दुनिया में।
हरामखोर, तेरी गलती है ये,
मेरी
एक
गलती।
मिनट, हेलो हेलो हेलो।
तेरी गलती है ये।
70
Okay, prove it. Prove it.
70
Let's go.
ओ ये तो क्लेम हो गया।
If you're
116863
saying
बोलिए।
तो claim हो
someone
गया।
has died because of me, I want you to furnish that proof of claim. Let's go. You prove that it's because of me.
11686 जी, प्लीज।
हाँ,
11686, please tell me
मुझे
how
नहीं
I
पता था
have
ये मर्डर ट्रायल चल
contributed
रहा है।
to your. Oh my God. Oh, I can't believe he's calling on 686 now for this. Wow. Okay, let's go. 11686.
Plot twist।
Please clarify how I have aided and abetted or been the cause of 4 people passing away. No? Great.
किसको बुलाया? कौन है? अरे आओ।
No, he's here. He's here. He's on. I can see him. And I think he's
That
gone
is
now.
mute. That is
Oh, he
mute.
left. Oh no, he's on. He's here.
अरे जो बोल रहा था वो क्यों नहीं बोलेगा?
11686.
वो कुछ क्यों नहीं बोल रहा है? उसको
No,
सब्सटैंशिएट
because
नहीं
he's
करना क्या वो
making
जो बोल गया?
because he's making a claim as a third party for someone else.
With
So
proof,
obviously he doesn't
Is he
know.
fucking drunk or something?
विद
I
प्रूफ।
have no idea. I
उसकी
don't know,
बातों
but
के
I
evidence
don't
हैं,
say that. He might get upset.
प्रूफ है भाई।
हाँ तो लाओ ना proof. What I sent, the trust sent a few bits of paper, and that's what caused the people to pass away. That also that helped them secure their whole property and everything, their whole life. When they don't comprehend what's happening, when they call people who are not in trust to stand next to them, and then the trust told them that do not get anyone from the outside because it will harm them in their mind. They won't comprehend what is happening. And they will do something to be able to spoil the exemplification, and that's all.
वन 11686 आपको
That's a massive claim, bro. Come on, 11686. Let's go.
किसी को भी 3035 के बारे में
No. This is not about that. Let's finish this one first. Let's finish this one first. 686. How have I? What? Please validate the claim that 77870 is making. Okay, obviously there is no validation to this claim because he's not willing to come and say anything. 11686. Are you there? One 1686. Are you there?
So every word coming out of their mouth is a what now?
I have no idea. It's an unsubstantiated claim, which is statutory rape of everyone else's rights, really. But in any case, far from them to comprehend it.
तेरे ऊपर इल्जाम लगाया तो तेरा यहाँ पे वैधानिक बलात्कार हो गया, उनकी जिंदगियां गई हैं, वो बंदा बोल नहीं रहा है।
Oh my God! Let him speak then.
अरे मुझे पता रिकॉर्ड हो रहा है, कोई इशू नहीं है भाई।
Let him
कौन नहीं बोल
speak.
रहा है? जो मर गए वो नहीं बोल रहा है कि जो है वो नहीं बोल रहा है, जो यहाँ पे आके मर गया?
बिल्कुल 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 बिल्कुल, ये
क्या हो
उसकी
रहा है?
गलती है या कुछ भी वो गलती कर रहा है तो
अरे, but
मानेगा।
what
मैं
galti
बोल
hai? You
रहा
have
हूँ,
no proof
मैं
of
बोल
valid
रहा हूँ,
claim of any
मैं वो
galti. You're
बोल रहा
just
हूँ जो मैंने आज तक
unnecessarily
उससे
voicing
सुना
your
है।
opinions
आप रुक
over
जाओ यार, आप
here.
छोड़ो। जिसको बोलना है वो बोलेगा।
7
आपने बोला
11686.
था वो बोल दिया है अभी।
let the 11686 speak. If he is not speaking, let it be. Why are you speaking in between 70? आप क्यों बीच में बोल रहे हो? जिसको बोलना
Now he's going to absolutely shut up because it was you who told him.
जिसको बोलना है उसको बोलने दो, आप क्यों बोल गए हो?
1160 पपेट नहीं हूं मैं किसी का।
अरे
इस बात को समझ में आ, तेरे को
I
पहली
don't
बार बोला था मैंने उस दिन।
I'm not saying that you are. I'm just saying that you listen to 3035. That's all I'm saying.
जितना सार्कास्टिक बोलना है बोलो, इट इज कमिंग बैक टू यू, डोंट वरी।
Absolutely. In your opinion, that I'm being sarcastic. I'm asking a normal question.
वो मना करके गई, बच्चोगिरी मत करो, है ना, टोन पे बात नहीं करेंगे। कुछ क्लेम वेम कर रहे थे क्या एक दूसरे के बारे में?
तू जो कर रहा है, मैं जो तुम अपने आप
भाई साहब
सामने
और कोई फॉल्स क्लेम है क्या बिना
7780
प्रूफ के? मर्डर के अलावा कोई और फॉल्स क्लेम है?
7780 आपने जिनको एविडेंस देने के लिए बोला है, आप उनको कॉल करके बोलो, वो आपकी बात को वैलिडेट करे आगे।
नहीं, ग्रुप पे हैं, अभी चैट पे हैं। 11686 इज ऑन।
अरे नहीं बोल रहा, उसके वो जानेगा भाई, मैंने बोला है, उसने
हाँ,
उसने
तो
मेरे
फिर
को
आप क्यों बोल
बताया
रहे
था
हो
ना।
उसके बिहाफ पे?
अरे भाई उसने जो
उसको
मेरे को
बोलने
बताया
दो
था
ना,
वो
वो
बात
क्लेम
थी।
लाएगा ना, वो क्लेम लाएगा। आप
वो
आराम से
नहीं बोल
बैठिए
रहा है
यहाँ
ना,
पे,
वो नहीं
आप
बोल
आराम
रहा
से
है ना,
बैठिए।
कोई इशू नहीं मेरे को।
You have to keep
मैं
quiet.
गलत साबित हो रहा हूँ यहाँ पे, मुझे कोई इशू नहीं है।
70, keep quiet. You are the third party. Let him speak.
मत
There
देखिए,
you go.
मैं
बट
यहाँ पे
जब हम
हो रहा हूँ,
बोलते
मुझे
तो आप लोग अपने
तब तो
ग्रुप में
नहीं।
क्या बातें करते, क्या गॉसिप करते, वो यहाँ नहीं डिस्कस करना है। वो थर्ड पार्टी हियर से मत करो, ये सब ये रिकॉर्ड हो रहा है, सीरियस स्टफ था ये सब। प्लीज शट
आप
अप,
यहाँ पे पार्टी नहीं हो।
शट अप हो जाओ,
सबसे
शट अप।
इम्पोर्टेंट
तो भी
सबसे
Shut
इम्पोर्टेंट
लेट्स
up.
नॉट
बात
टेल
ये
पीपल टू
है
शट अप।
कि
इट्स ओके।
सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट बात यह है कि अगर 7780 ने क्लेम रेज किया है और किसी और का नाम नंबर कुछ भी अनाउंस किया है, तो इट इज द ड्यूटी एंड रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी ऑफ 7780 टू वैलिडेट एंड
No,
प्रूव द
it is
क्लेम।
not. It is not actually, because he is making a claim for someone else as a
आई
third
हैव
party where he
रिकॉर्डिंग,
has absolutely
मेरे
no
पास
idea.
उसकी रिकॉर्डिंग है भाई, उसकी
That's
बहन की
okay. Please
रिकॉर्डिंग है,
send it to
माँ
the
की
trust.
रिकॉर्डिंग है।
रिकॉर्डिंग होने से कुछ होता नहीं
Please send it to the trust, yeah. But your third party, we need it from
है।
the first party. Okay? Please let it come from them. ना काय को इतना भड़क रहे हो? आराम करो यार।
होगा कोई कारण, उसको सुनाएंगी देगा, होगा कुछ, होगा कोई वजह होगा। लेट्स वेट,
पता नहीं, वो इसलिए तो हम वेट कर रहे हैं ना।
लेट्स लिव अपॉन द यूनिवर्स। 70, आप क्यों बीच में बोल रहे हो? ये 11686 का टॉपिक है, वो बोलेगा। आपको अपॉइंट किया है क्या बोलने के लिए?
I don't think anyone is anyone to appoint anyone to speak. He can speak, but he's just speaking for no rhyme or reason as a third party. That's the only
तो
reason.
हर बात में आपको बोलना जरूरी है? 1160 एवरी
हाँ
बोलना जरूरी है?
हाँ
मैंने अथॉरिटी नहीं दी है ना।
हाँ। आप कौन होते हो अथॉरिटी देने वाले किसी को भी?
1160 और 3035 ने एक मैसेज चैट में ड्रॉप किया है, क्लियर कीजिए।
सॉरी,
11686 ने चैट में मैसेज डाला है।
oh he has, okay. He is not interested in such arguments. Well, okay, there you go. 7077 whatever, 77870. He's not interested in the claim that you're making.
चलिए, ये आप लोगों
So
ने मुझे झूठा
just by virtue of
मैं
that,
एक्सेप्ट
you've
करता
made
हूँ
a
भाई,
false
मैं एक्सेप्ट
claim.
करता हूँ, यहाँ पे झूठा साबित हो रहा हूँ, लेकिन भाई
So
मेरे
अरे यार, ये
that's okay.
टेलीग्राम
Then you
टेलीग्राम
can
जैसे ग्रुप नहीं है यार, यहाँ पे
then
गॉसिप
you
नहीं
can
करना
make
है। प्लीज डोंट
then
गॉसिप
you
गाइस।
can
वो बदलने वाला नहीं है भाई।
maintain your peace. Then you can maintain your peace. Okay? Then you can mute yourself and maintain your peace, because there's now no validation to your claim. So please.
तेरी इंग्लिश सारी समझ में आती है, 010 नहीं आ रही थी, जो बोलना
तो
बोलते
बढ़िया
रहो।
ना. So what am I saying that is so wrong? Can you tell me now? Besides your perception of whatever is being said, what's being said that's so wrong? That you're a third party, you have no idea what has happened or how he feels about it. And here you are making it public knowledge. How absolutely disgusting. How absolutely disgusting of you people. That someone's private life is being shattered because of your little incapacitated mind.
यहाँ पे मुझे अपने आप पे शर्म आ रही है। मैंने किस बंदे पे यकीन किया, किस बंदे की बात सुनी और यहाँ पे किस बंदे की बात
अरे
रखी।
तेरे को खुद के ऊपर शर्म आनी चाहिए अभी कि किसी की प्राइवेट
आ
लाइफ
रही
को
है
तो
भाई,
पब्लिक
ऑलरेडी
में
बोल
लेके
रहा
आना
ना,
चाहिए।
अपने आप को शर्म आ रही है अभी।
अच्छा, ये मेरा एक ये कमेंट ड्रॉप किया है ग्रुप में that he wants to maintain hacking issue on MOX. So let's respect that.
That's all good. Like that's all great. But I don't think it's anyone else's place to say what someone else's private life is like. That's private to them, and we must maintain their privacy. That is why we do what we do, so that no one from the outside can make a false claim and then get us involved in making false claims upon ourselves after that. And then whatever's under non-disclosure should remain under non-disclosure. Why is it that someone else is coming when the one who he's talking about does not want to talk about it? Do you not have any respect? This is exactly why I was asking him to come and speak what he's going to speak. But he doesn't want to say anything. Do you not have any respect for someone else's private life? Any case. So on and for the record, we have evidence as well that 22312, 22382 has been, well, calling himself 1160, which is amazing. And any case, the rest of it is already with the trust. And you guys have
What
been
number? What is the impersonator's number?
22382. 22382.
Okay, he is here.
I know, but they haven't said anything, right? And they're not going to either, I think. And 22413 as well, but he's already left.
He also impersonated.
Oh no, he's the one who has another pot going as well.
Okay.
I mean, this is just amazing. Whatever. Chalo, I think, well, great. All right then. जब आप लोग भेज दोगे ट्रस्ट को जो उनको चाहिए 3035 ने भेजना है, फिर एक और मीटिंग करेंगे. बस. और किसी के पास कुछ बोलने को है तो प्लीज बोलिए. Just one more thing. 7-1, can you explain how many MOVs turned up for your exemplification? And has the system come to steal your property from you after that?
हाँ, मैं थोड़ा हिंदी में ही बात कर पाऊंगा.
हिंदी में बोल दीजिए, कोई दिक्कत.
हाँ, हमारे पास मेरी एग्जाम्पलिफिकेशन पे 4 मिनिस्ट्री वुमेन थे, तो हमें वो जबरदस्ती ले भी गए 4 साढ़े 4 बजे. वहां पे फिर हार्डली कोई 45 मिनट्स के बाद उन्होंने हमें भेज दिया कि अब जाओ.
और ये बिना सिग्नेचर और बिना स्टैम्प, बिना किसी कुछ के ना, बस
हाँ,
मिनिस्टर
वो
MOV.
बार बार वो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट की कोशिश कर रहे थे, तो हमने कहा वी आर मिनिस्टरी मूवन, वी ऑल आर मिनिस्टरी मूवन. तो उनका बैंक का वकील बोले जी ये तो कोई पता नहीं क्या है, कोई गिरोह बना हुआ है, इन्होंने अपने नंबर रखे हुए, आपस में नंबरों में बात करते हैं ये. फिर हमने उनको अपने वारंटी डीड दे दिए कि ये हमारे पास है, आप इसको नोट डाउन कर सकते हैं. फिर बोले वकील बोले जी ये तो सब ऐसे है, फ्रॉड है, वैसा है, तैसा है. काफी देर बोलता रहा वो. फिर लास्टली SHO को मैंने कहा सर बड़ी ध्यान से सुनिए आप बात. हम आपके इस सिस्टम में अवेलेबल तो नहीं है, हम थे, पर हम अब
Okay,
आपके
I
सिस्टम
don't
में नहीं
want
है,
you to go
हमने
into the
अपना।
details of one second. Details नहीं, बस
जी जी।
जो जैसे एग्जाम्प्लिफिकेशन हो रही है कि 20-20 लोगों की जरूरत नहीं है हर जगह, लाइक
हाँ, वो
दैट्स
ये
ऑल।
है कि
लाइक
अगर
जस्ट ऊपर ऊपर से कि
अगर
आप गए वहां पे, अबडक्ट किए, उसके बाद क्या हुआ?
हाँ, उसके बाद फिर आगे अपने घर पे।
और फिर आपने रिपोजेशन ले लिया अपने प्रॉपर्टी
हाँ,
का,
वो
यूनिवर्सिटी प्रॉपर्टी का?
आते ही सबसे पहले वही काम करा, और
और
उसके
तब
बाद
से
15 दिन बाद एक बारी आए, 2 बार आए कॉन्ट्रैक्ट करने के लिए। फिर मैंने सीधा ट्रस्ट से ही बात करवा दी उनकी, और वो खाली हाथ चले गए।
और
उसके
फिर
बाद से अभी तक कोई अपडेट नहीं है उनकी तरफ से।
और उन्होंने हाई कोर्ट में भी कुछ करने की कोशिश की, उन्होंने ऑक्शन की भी कोशिश की, है ना? ये भी हुआ था ना?
हाँ, हाई हाई कोर्ट में उन्होंने लीगल टाइटल पे केस एंटर कर रखा है, पर वहां पे भी कोई भी कार्रवाई नहीं चल रही है। और ऑनलाइन ऑक्शन के लिए भी डाल रखा था उन्होंने, बट उस पे भी अभी कुछ नहीं हुआ अभी तक।
और
वो पोस्टपोन के लिए
एसएचओ
है।
ने भी आना था शायद से।
हाँ, वो मैंने बताया था ट्रस्ट को। वो बोला, एआई जो भी था उनका इंस्पेक्टर था, कि कल हम एसएचओ को लेके आएंगे, वो फिर सारा कुछ उगलवा लेगा। तो अभी तक कोई एसएचओ नहीं आया है।
चलो, रास्ता भटक गया हो।
हाँ, उसको मिला
तो
ही नहीं है।
तो बस दिस इज व्हाट इट इज गाइस। ठीक है, सब लोग अपने लिए श्योरिटी खड़े हों, वही 010 ने बोला था, और उसे में सबकी भलाई
हमारे
होगी।
तो मतलब
पर
20
अगर,
लोग नहीं चाहिए तो इतना कंट्रीब्यूशन भी नहीं चाहिए होगा, है ना? देन पीपल कैन कंजर्व देयर एनर्जी एंड सेव देयर स्लेव
हाँ, तो
टोकन।
नहीं,
अभी
जहाँ
अभी तक ओडिशा
नोबडी इज
में जो
आस्किंग
चल
फॉर
रहा
मनी,
है,
नोबडी इज
अभी तक
आस्किंग फॉर मनी।
ओडिशा, बट इफ दे
जहाँ
डोंट
तक
हैव काइंडनेस।
कंट्रीब्यूशन की बात है, सीधी सी बात है, मेरा क्लियरली बोलते हैं ट्रस्ट से, मैं उतना कंट्रीब्यूशन कभी भी नहीं कर पाया जितना मैं करना चाहता हूँ।
और हमने
पर
आपसे
मेरे को
मांगा
कभी
है
ये भी
कभी?
नहीं बोला गया।
आपने अपना
नहीं,
प्रॉपर्टी
मेरे को
डिफेंड किया, आपने एग्जाम्प्लिफिकेशन किया, अच्छा काम किया, बस थैंक यू। हम सबके
नहीं,
लिए तो
जब
किया है।
होएगा तो तब आप कर देंगे ऑफ कोर्स, बट
नहीं, ट्रस्ट ने ट्रस्ट ने क्लियरली कभी भी नहीं कहा कि भाई तुम्हारा कंट्रीब्यूशन नहीं है, ऐसा कभी नहीं हुआ है। और दूसरी बात, ना ही कभी
यस
ट्रस्ट ने बोला कि
यस
तुम्हारा
यस
कंट्रीब्यूशन
जनरली,
डालो।
यस जनरली बोला है कि कंट्रीब्यूशन आनी चाहिए, क्योंकि अदरवाइज
हाँ
कैसे करेंगे जो करना है? हमारे प्रोजेक्ट्स जो चल रहे हैं, सिस्टम को तो चाहिए है ना
हाँ,
स्लेव टोकन, बस
पर
और कुछ नहीं।
अरे आपने तो भाई मेरे एक बंदे को स्लेव टोकन में कमाने के लिए आपको उसको स्लेवरी में भेजना पड़ा। आपके कहने से गया है और उसका भी वैलिड प्रूफ क्लेम है। वन वन
बहुत
सिक्स
बढ़िया।
सेवन फाइव आज कितना भी मना कर दे उसका सारा उसने जो बोला है मेरे पास में है भाई। और जिस
पर
मीटिंग में आपने बोला है वो मीटिंग का रिकॉर्डिंग भी मेरे पास में है।
हेलो, अगेन अगेन गॉसिप।
हाँ, चलो, जो आप ये मीटिंग मीटिंग का क्लेम कर रहे हैं, अभी उसके लिए मैं लेट इट बी, मैं एक छोटी सी बात क्लियर कर दूं, ये मेरे ट्रस्ट के साथ भी है। हमने अपने ट्रस्ट में बात नहीं की, और ना ही हमें ये पता था कि हमें हमारे लिए सभी यूएल सिटी ट्रस्ट में जो काम कर रहे हैं वो हमारे लिए सारे एक बराबर है, जितने भी यूनिवर्सल लॉ कम्युनिटी ट्रस्ट को फॉलो कर रहे थे। चाहे वो 3035 है, चाहे वो आप हैं, चाहे 1160 है, चाहे कोई और भी है। ठीक है, हमने इस नियत से या इस बात को लेके पैरेलल वाली कंडीशन को सोच के कि वो पैरेलल ग्रुप है या मेरा राइवल ग्रुप है, या वो कंट्रोल्ड पोजीशन है, या वो कुछ भी है, ऐसा कुछ सोच के हमने उस दिन 3035 जो है माता जी, उनके साथ बातचीत करी है। तो उनसे भी हमने यही सोच के बात करी कि दे आर आल्सो इन यूएल सिटी, वो भी यूनिवर्सल लॉ को अपहोल्ड कर रहे हैं। तो हम अपने ही मन की, अपने आप को ही और क्लेरिफाई करने के लिए उनसे बातचीत कर रहे थे। तो मेरे हिसाब से मुझे लग रहा है कि एक प्राइमरी क्लास का बच्चा अगर अपने हिंदी वाले टीचर की बजाय इंग्लिश वाले टीचर के पास भी जाके पूछ ले अपनी क्लास के बारे में, तो उसमें कोई आपत्ति नहीं होनी चाहिए। पर दूसरी तरफ
Other,
वो टीचर,
unless it's proved that they were adding to the administration, which they have been. which
हाँ
is
तो
आप थोड़ा लेट आए हैं इस मीटिंग में, नहीं ये सारी डिस्कशन पहले भी हो
नहीं नहीं,
गई।
वो
बोलने
प्रॉब्लम नहीं
देना
था।
भाई,
प्रॉब्लम ये था
बोलने
कि
तो दे।
स्कूल
अरे
स्कूल का
लेट आया है
टीचर
तो अभी
आपसे
बोलने दे।
डायरेक्टली फीस ले ले और स्कूल को फीस ना जाए, वो था सीन।
अभी
नहीं
बोलने
वो
देना भाई, बोलने देना उसको।
हाँ मैंने बोला है, मैंने कहा, मैंने जो मेरा 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 जो क्वेश्चन था, मेरा जो क्वेश्चन ये था कि मेरी सारी एग्जाम्प्लिफिकेशन होगी, हम ये कर रहे हैं, पर एनी रीजन, किसी भी रीजन से हमारी जो है 1160 से बात नहीं हो पाई। आई हैव ट्राइड 2 to 3 times। तो हमें आगे में यूनिवर्सल लॉ कम्युनिटी ट्रस्ट में हम आगे कैसे बढ़ सकते हैं, या आप आगे बढ़ गए हैं तो हमें आपसे भी जानकारी मिल जाए। अगर आपसे जानकारी मिल जाए, वो मेरे बेनिफिट के लिए हो, तो उसमें गलत क्या है? पहली बात। दूसरी बात, जब आप भी 1160 भी ट्रस्ट के लिए ही है और ट्रस्ट का ही कर रहे हैं, और 3035 भी ट्रस्ट के लिए ही है, ट्रस्ट का ही कर रहे हैं, तो हम छोटी क्लास में स्टार्टिंग में
Then
अगर
that's
हम,
okay. Then let it be ना. If you
हाँ
think you're such छोटी क्लास का, then we can let it be, because this is,
हिंदी
ये
में बात
मीटिंग्स
करने में
हो ही
शर्म आती
इसलिए
है
रही
भाई।
हैं, ये
वन
ये
वन सिक्स
मीटिंग्स
जीरो
हो ही इसलिए रही
वन
हैं।
वन
I will
सिक्स जीरो
speak in
हिंदी
whichever
बोलने में शर्म
language
आती
I
है क्या
want
भाई?
to. I will
वन
you
वन
can
सिक्स
you
जीरो
can
यहाँ
you
पे
can
कई लोग
translate that
हैं,
later
कई
for
लोग हैं जो
yourself.
खाली हिंदी समझ पा रहे हैं, अभी 010
That's
नहीं है।
absolutely fine.
कई लोग
That's
हैं जो
absolutely
हिंदी नहीं समझ
fine.
पा रहे हैं।
That's absolutely
हिंदी बोलने
fine.
में
But
शर्म
I
आती है
have
क्या
no
भाई?
obligation.
आपको
मैं
शर्म
हिंदी में
आती है
बोल ही
हिंदी
रहा
बोलने
था,
में?
पर आपने फिर बीच में आना है ना।
बीच में आना है क्योंकि आप जो आपके स्ट्रेटेजी जो चल रही है, आपकी प्लानिंग जो चल रही है ना, वो उन
What
लोगों
strategy
को
है?
आना चाहिए
I'm
जो अभी
speaking
यहाँ
in
पे हिंदी
English and
समझ
that
पा रहे
becomes
हैं।
a strategy now.
भाई
तो
Because you
आपकी
want
हर
मुझे,
टाइम,
information.
आपकी हर टाइम होती है, हर टाइम होती है
भाई
यार।
यू
Just
सेड ना, इनकी
please.
तो समझ में आ जाती है ना, 010 की नहीं आ रही थी, तो इनकी समझ लो ना।
अरे काफी लोग हैं जिनको हिंदी
आप
आती है,
फिर दूसरों
समझने
के
अरे
बारे
you
में मत
think
बोलो,
about
वो
yourself.
बोलेंगे, दूसरे अपने बारे में बोल लेंगे यार।
They will say what they need to. You don't need to speak on behalf of anyone, especially when
ये
you don't
ये
have to
सबसे
consent.
बड़ी, अच्छा जब हम सभी यूनिवर्सल लॉ कम्युनिटी ट्रस्ट के लिए ही कर रहे हैं और यूनिवर्सल लॉ को अपहोल्ड कर रहे हैं, और उसी एनर्जीज उसी पृथ्वी पर रहने वाले सभी
बट
जीवों के
देर
लिए कर
आर
रहे हैं,
पर ऐसे लोग हैं जो कि थोड़ा सा कॉम्प्रिहेंशन और पालेंगे ना। यही सब, ये अच्छा है
हाँ,
कि हो रहा है
तो
ना, कि
आपस में
जो
फिर हम एक
नहीं अब
दूसरे को
तक
ब्लेम ना ही
कॉम्प्रिहेंशन
करें।
पा पाए हैं, पर आप अपने आप को ही अभी प्राइमरी क्लास का बच्चा बोल रहे हो ना इस सब में। आपको जो, मैंने तो बस आपसे ये पूछा था कि आपका
जी,
एग्जाम्प्लिफिकेशन कैसे हुआ है, आपको कितने लोग चाहिए
हाँ
थे उसके लिए, बस।
जी,
बस आप उतना बता दीजिए, उतना बहुत होगा। मेरे को ओपिनियंस
हाँ
में, हमको ओपिनियंस में अभी इंटरेस्ट नहीं है।
नहीं,
जिसका, जो आपका एग्जाम्प्लिफिकेशन हुआ है
हाँ
और भी लोगों का हो रहा है, तो जहाँ पे ट्रस्ट के कॉन्ट्रीब्यूशंस लोगों के प्रोजेक्ट्स में जा सकते हैं जो असली में कर रहे हैं, वो ना करके अपने प्राइवेट अकाउंट्स में डाल रहे हैं वो सब, और 20-20 लोगों को लेके जा रहे हैं, वो भी बढ़िया है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है उसमें। पर फिर पर फिर कहाँ है ये, जिन लोगों ने सब कुछ जो स्ट्रक्चर का सीखा है, जिन लोगों से सीखा है, उनका, उनके कॉन्ट्रीब्यूशंस के करें। क्योंकि अगर सभी लोग स्लेव टोकन सिस्टम को ही चलवा रहे हैं, तो फिर बाकी सबकी फैमिलीज को भी तो चाहिए होगा ना।
और जब अभी प्रेजेंटली वही तो चीज सामने है यूज करने के लिए, या तो उसके अलावा कुछ कर
नो,
पाए,
अगर अगर
अवेलेबिलिटी है।
काइंडनेस है, अगर अगर आपने नेचुरल फार्मिंग ये वो कर लिया है, ब्ला ब्ला ब्ला, सब कुछ आपका उग रहा है, तो आई एम मोर देन हैप्पी
हाँ
टू एक्सेप्ट इन काइंडनेस, द ट्रस्ट इज मोर देन हैप्पी टू एक्सेप्ट इन काइंडनेस एज वेल।
बिल्कुल।
क्या दिक्कत है? मैंने तो बोला ही नहीं स्लेव टोकन्स के लिए कभी। मैं तो बस बोला अगर आपके पास काइंडनेस नहीं है, काइंडनेस क्रेडिट्स नहीं है, कुछ चीज नहीं है जो प्योरली नेचुरल उगी हुई है, तो फिर
हाँ
आप स्लेव टोकन दे दो, फिर हम कहीं और से, हम अपना ही उगा लेंगे ना जाके।
तो
क्योंकि
फिलहाल
दूसरे
के लिए
बंदे
जो
को तो
चीज
स्लेव टोकन
अवेलेबल
ही
है,
चाहिए ना।
तो फिलहाल
नहीं
के
है
लिए
ना,
जो अवेलेबल है
कहाँ,
उसी से काम चलाना पड़ेगा ना।
सब सब अवेलेबल
ट्रस्ट
है।
ने
बस यही
ट्रस्ट
है
ने
कि सब
ट्रस्ट ने
सब
ऑलरेडी
अपना,
बोला है लैंड स्टोर करो और खेती करो। आपने आज तक क्यों प्रयास नहीं किया भाई? 1160
क्योंकि आप लोगों ने कहाँ
क्यों
प्रयास
नहीं
किया
किया
है
है?
जुड़ने का ना, ये सब
आप
करने के
लोगों की
लिए।
बात करो, सुनो, इस ट्रस्ट ने तो इस कम्युनिटी ने तो ऑलरेडी लैंड को रिस्टोर किया। वो एक बंदा ऐसा जिसके वो लैंड जो रिस्टोर हुई है, वो उस जगह पे खेती कर रहा है। डबल फोर जीरो
बहुत
एट जीरो
बढ़िया,
डबल
बहुत
फोर
बढ़िया,
एट जीरो डबल
बहुत
फोर
बढ़िया,
जीरो एट जीरो यहीं पे है।
बहुत
डबल
बढ़िया।
फोर एट 44,080 बताइए भाई।
बताइए जी। मुझे ट्रस्ट को तो कोई अपडेट नहीं मिला है यार। So,
तो तूने
मुझे नहीं मालूम
तूने
कि आपने क्या किया
तूने
क्या नहीं
तूने
किया।
खुद आउट ऑफ टेस्ट किया था ना सबको।
बट
डबल फोर
उन्होंने
एट
कुछ
जीरो भाई,
बट
आप तो
उन्होंने कुछ
आप तो
किया ही नहीं,
बोलोगे
हमको बताया तक नहीं, तो
यहाँ पे
हमको
भी
कैसे
फॉल्स क्लेम
मालूम
करूंगा
पड़ेगा।
मैं।
मैंने कहा आउट ऑफ ट्रस्ट किया, मुझे मालूम ही नहीं है कि है कौन। कैसे आउट ऑफ ट्रस्ट कर सकता हूँ जो हमारे ट्रस्ट में आया ही नहीं।
अरे जी, जो लोग इस बंदे को लेके आए हैं आपने उसको ऑलरेडी आउट ऑफ ट्रस्ट कर दिया, तो ये कैसे अभी
हाँ
यहाँ
तो
पे
वो
आपको
उनके
पता
साथ
लगेगा।
उनको, अरे आप ही लोग जुड़े हुए हो वहां पे यार, मैंने थोड़ा ना कुछ बोला
तो
है।
आज भी है
मैंने तो
भाई,
बोला ही
आज
जूम
भी
पे
है,
आ जाए। पर जब जूम पे
आज
आते
भी
हो
है।
तो फालतू की बातें करनी है कि ऐसे कैसे होगा वैसे कैसे होगा, जब बता रहे हैं आप लोगों को कि क्या करना है तो सुनने को तैयार नहीं है। तो क्या
डबल फोर
करेंगे
जीरो
फिर।
एट जीरो भाई, बोलिए कृपया।
चलिए, एक और थर्ड पार्टी क्लेम लाइए। 44,080 प्लीज एनलाइटन अस।
अरे शिशुपाल,
It's just making claims without any freaking evidence. Anyways. Okay, guys. I think we
क्लेम नहीं
will
है,
we
वो
will have
लैंड।
another one. You please send
अरे वो
everything to
लैंड
kindness
आके
credits.
देख सकते हो भाई,
Send
लाइव है,
everything to
आके
kindness
देख सकते हो।
credits. Send everything to kindness credits, please.
क्यों भेजूं?
जो इंस्ट्रक्शन मिलेगा काइंडनेस क्रेडिट्स से वो हम कर लेंगे, ठीक है।
आज तक
आप
कितने
काइंडनेस
फॉलो
क्रेडिट्स
किए
को
हैं,
भेजिए।
आज तक कितने फॉलो किए हैं आपने?
मैं
उसका
क्यों
प्रूफ
फोन
दो।
करूंगा यार, उन्होंने कितना फोन किया है, वो कौन से कितने जूम पे आए, उन्होंने कितना ईमेल किया है। श्योरिटी हम खड़े हुए हैं लोगों के लिए, आप बोल रहे हो हम ईमेल करें,
आप
भैया
कहाँ
मुझे
खड़े
मालूम ही नहीं
हो, आप
है
कहाँ
कौन, तो
सोटी
किसको
खड़े हुए
करूं।
हो? इस बात का बता दो, आप सोटी कहाँ पे खड़े हुए हो?
मैं तो श्योरिटी
एक
खड़ा
जगह
ही हुआ
बता
हूँ
दो,
ना।
एक जगह
वो
बता दो।
आपके ऊपर है कि आप देखे ना देखे उसको।
आप हुए नहीं हो भाई, कोई और बता दे।
वो
मेरे लिए
आपकी
सोटी,
सोच में ना।
कोई भी
अभी तो
बता
आपको
दे,
बताया है।
कोई भी
अभी तो
वैलिड
बताया है।
कोई भी
हाँ
अरे
तो
बंदा
वन
बता
वन
अरे
दे,
पूरी
वन
आपने
वन
मीटिंग
सिक्स
हो
पिछले
गई,
सेवन
वो
वन
फॉलो
ने
तीन
क्या
जो
किए।
बोला
प्रीफाइव आपको
अभी।
बाद में हिंदी में बताने वाली है। 010 ने क्या बोला अपने बारे में और 1160 के बारे में, जो वो करके आए हैं बहुत टाइम तक, वो आपको अलग से क्लास में बताएंगे।
देखिए, इनकी 15 महीने की जो है, मैं उसको डिनाई नहीं करूंगा।
अरे
आज तक
छोड़ो
इन्होंने
ना
जो
यार,
किया वो
आपको
डिनाई नहीं
आपको
करूंगा।
तो मालूम भी नहीं था आप कर क्या रहे थे उस टाइम पे, तो आप रहने
मैं
दो ना।
था ही नहीं,
आप क्यों,
मैं
हाँ
था ही
एग्जैक्टली
नहीं,
तो आप कैसे बोल सकते हो कि आपको कैसे मालूम है कि क्या हुआ था
तो मैं
उस टाइम
डिनाई
पे।
नहीं कर रहा ना भाई।
हाँ तो आप डिनाई करने वाले हो ही कौन, आप बोलने वाले ही कौन हो उसके बारे में।
लेकिन जो
आप रहने
बाद
दो
में
ना,
जब मैं
काय
आया
को
हूँ,
थर्ड पार्टी के
जो
लिए
मैं
आप क्लेम
आया
मारी
हूँ,
जा रहे
आने
हो।
के बाद मैंने देखा है, काफी चीजें देखी हैं, उसको
अरे
भाई
भाई
भैया
आप
मैं
अपनी
उसको
नजरिया
नहीं
ठीक कर
रोकने
लो ना
वाला
पहले,
हूँ।
आप अपना परसेप्शन तो वर्क कर लो ना, अपने परसेप्शन के ऊपर, उसके ऊपर काम कर लीजिए ना आप। जो आपको मालूम ही नहीं है कि हुआ क्या है,
अकेले आप भी अंदर नहीं गए हो,
किसी और के
अभी
कहने पे
बीच
आप
में बात
उनकी
आई थी
बात
ना।
मान रहे हो। यहाँ पे मिल के 3-3 घंटा 4-4 घंटा बैठ के एनर्जी इस्तेमाल करके सब कुछ समझ के उसके बाद भी कुछ नहीं समझे, उसके बाद भी महीने महीने लगा दिए, उसके बाद पूछ रहे हो कि मैं अगर गेहूं दूंगा ट्रस्ट को तो मेरा रिटर्न क्या रहेगा।
कब पूछा मैंने?
अरे भाई रिकॉर्डिंग है, आपको भेज देंगे, ठीक है।
हाँ, रिकॉर्डिंग मेरे पास में भी है ना।
हाँ हाँ हाँ, बहुत बढ़िया, फिर आप
मेरे
सुन
पास
लीजिए
में भी
उसको
है,
बड़ी
सुनो।
अच्छे तरीके से।
तुम्हारी जूम की रिकॉर्डिंग तूने जो की थी ना, तूने उससे
हम्म
एक्स्ट्रा भी है। ऑफ रिकॉर्ड जो तूने बोला ना,
हम्म
वो भी है मेरे पास में तो।
वेरी गुड। थैंक यू।
तूने जो
थैंक यू
ऑफ रिकॉर्ड
फॉर
बोला ना, वो भी
क्लैरिफाइंग
है।
दैट। थैंक यू फॉर
और बोल,
क्लैरिफाइंग दैट।
बोले जा, और बोल,
थैंक यू। नहीं मैं आपकी सुन रहा हूँ, आप बोलो ना।
बोले जा भाई।
मैं तो आप बोल रहा हूँ कि मैं
हाँ, तो
आपकी
मैं
सुन
तेरे
रहा
लिए
हूँ, आप
काम
क्यों
कर रहा
नहीं
हूँ ना,
बोल रहा
उसके
हूँ।
लिए उसके लिए उसके लिए भला भला भला, मैं ट्रस्ट के लिए काम कर रहा हूँ, ट्रस्ट के लिए हमेशा करता रहूंगा।
हम्म
जब
ठीक है।
तक ये फिजिकल बॉडी में हूँ, हमेशा ट्रस्ट के लिए हूँ। और तू ट्रस्ट
ओके
नहीं है, ये बात मैं खुल के बोलता हूँ, तू ट्रस्ट नहीं है बस।
ठीक है, बहुत बढ़िया, उसका वैलिड प्रूफ ऑफ क्लेम ला दीजिएगा जब भी
तू
आपकी
ट्रस्ट है तो
परसेप्शन
तू क्लेम कर
कोई
दे,
ठीक हो
तू
जाए
ट्रस्ट
तो।
है, ये बात तू तू साबित कर दे फिर। मैं तो बोल रहा हूँ ओपनली,
मुझे
तू ट्रस्ट
साबित
है ही
करने के लिए
नहीं।
कुछ है ही नहीं, मैं हूँ ट्रस्ट, आई हैव द आई
फिर
होल्ड
तू
द
होता
फीलिंग ऑफ
कौन है?
ट्रस्ट।
तू होता कौन है मेरे सबूत मांगने वाला? मैं तो जानता ही
क्योंकि
नहीं,
मैं
मैं
थोड़ी
तो
ना
जानता
आपसे
ही
कोई
नहीं।
सबूत मांग रहा हूँ, आप
तू है
क्लेम
कौन?
मार रहे हैं।
साबित कर, तू है कौन?
मैं तो कोई भी नहीं हूँ, पर
फिर बस,
आप ही
बस
तो
फिर
क्लेम मार रहे हैं। आपने वैलिड प्रूफ ऑफ क्लेम नहीं देना, फिर आप यूनिवर्सल लॉ को समझे ही क्या।
सारा कुछ है मेरे पास में तो।
हाँ तो भेज दीजिए ना।
तेरे को क्यों भेजूं? तू होता कौन मेरे से मांगने वाला? सबके बीच में बोल रहा हूँ,
नहीं
सबको
भाई,
दे
आप ही
दूंगा।
बोल रहे हो भेजूंगा, मेरे पास है तो किसको भेजोगे? उसको भेज दो, जिससे
15
शांति मिलती है वो करो।
1549
क्लेम किससे मार
1549
रहा
मैं
है?
तेरे साथ पपेट नहीं
भेजने को
हूँ।
तैयार नहीं है।
1549 तेरे
हाँ
साथ
हाँ
पपेट
भाई,
नहीं हूँ।
पता नहीं कौन है
010
1549।
जा चुका है।
कहाँ लिखा है 1549?
010 जा चुका है।
तो
बट
क्या हुआ?
रिकॉर्डिंग चल रही है
मैंने
दोस्त,
खुद
मेरे भाई। तू मेरा दुश्मन नहीं है, मेरे दोस्त,
रिकॉर्डिंग नहीं, मैंने खुद
मेरे
मेल
दोस्त।
भेजा भाई, मैंने खुद लिख के
किसको
भेजा।
भेजेगा?
010
क्यों
जा
भेजेगा?
चुका है।
क्या बोल रहा है? क्या हुआ है तेरे साथ? कुछ हार्म हुआ है? Somebody has harmed you? Are you hurt? What is the claim?
भाई
Only
ने
his
बहुत गेम
feelings
खेलने
are
की
hurt,
कोशिश
I
की
think.
थी, बहुत गेम खेलने की कोशिश की
हाँ
थी। वो सारा कुछ 010 को मैं बता चुका हूँ।
तो
मैं
कुछ बोला
अरे
नहीं
सिंपल
उस
यार,
टाइम पे
जीरो
जब
वन
चल
जीरो
रहा था,
वन
उनके बारे
सेकेंड,
में
जस्ट
बात हो
वन
रही थी,
सेकेंड।
तब कुछ क्यों नहीं बोला?
हाँ, 010 ने पूरा क्लैरिफाई करके रख भी दिया है, आपको अभी तक समझ में नहीं आई। वो 3037 से पूछ लेना, आपको ट्रांसलेट करके बता देंगे।
वो बोला ना उन्होंने,
कोई
आपको बाद में
सुनी,
बताएंगी।
कोई सुनी।
आपको समझ में नहीं आया ना, बस ऐसे ही भड़क रहे हो आप।
मैं तो पब्लिकली बोल रहा हूँ। 010 ने क्या बोला मुझे समझ में आया ही नहीं।
हाँ,
तो
तो
वही
फिर आप
तो, आप
क्यों
जाके
बोल
सुन
रहे
लेना
हो?
ना।
तो आप समझ ही नहीं पाए, तो अभी ये क्यों बोल रहे हो जब आपको समझ ही नहीं आई कि वो बोली क्या है?
क्योंकि मैं ट्रस्ट के लिए काम कर रहा हूँ, तेरे या उसके
अरे
उसके
वो
या
आप
जीरो वन
जितने
जीरो
भी
के लिए भी।
बोलते जाओ यार, अब
इंक्लूडिंग मैं
किसने
जीरो
बोला आप
वन
मेरे
जीरो
लिए
के लिए
काम
भी
कर
काम
रहे
नहीं
हो?
कर रहा हूँ भाई।
कब क्लेम मारा?
इंक्लूडिंग जीरो वन जीरो के लिए भी काम नहीं कर रहा हूँ। मैं खाली अपने ट्रस्ट के लिए काम कर रहा हूँ।
आई गेट
ठीक।
दैट।
तो उसी के लिए
मैंने
काम
खाली
कर रहे हैं ना
ये
भाई
आप
सारे।
लोगों के बीच में बोल रहा
फिर
हूँ।
बार बार
जीरो वन
बताने
लिख
से
के
क्या हो
भेजा
रहा है?
भाई। 010 को लिख के भेजा मैंने।
बहुत बढ़िया।
ठीक है ना।
हम्म हाँ, फाइनली। ओके, सो चलो, now that we wanted this to carry on the way it has, and we apologize to the people who have had to listen to this unnecessary waffle. um yeah, बाकी तो 22382 ने मुझको मैसेज भेजा है क्या कोई? नहीं, unfortunately cannot validate claim. चलो, okay guys, thank you very much, speak to you later, bye bye.
Sure.
Thanks.